Yeah, you're right. I guess I thought 2 and 4 were longer for some reason.
Hmm. I guess if you combine stream 1 and 2, because they were both chapter 1.
No, they weren't.
Oh, what happened to the first chapter 1? Did you just unlist it?
Yeah.
No, we didn't even record it. We just played through.
Yeah. Yeah, that we were gonna record it, but YouTube was like, no, you cannot do streams 24 hours after you decide to, until 24 hours after you decide to. So we just streamed it privately.
Makes sense to me. In a weird, not making sense kind of way.
I don't know why they had a time limit on it. I think it was just like make like a window for approving that you're okay to stream, but they needed no information about me otherwise. It was just like, hey, can I stream? And had to wait 24 hours for an exception, but they didn't do anything to verify that I was okay to do it. So I don't know why I needed the 24-hour window, but yeah, it was just odd in general.
Yeah.
Save to playlist. There we go. All right. Am I sharing to you? I am sharing to you.
Yes, you are.
All right, good. And I think I'm ready. Shop did not refresh yet. Okay. Node flowchart.
Yeah.
Is it just this one?
Yeah, I believe so. Alright, are we ready?
Yeah.
After eons of falling, I felt myself hit the ground. It felt soft? I opened my eyes. I was laying on some kind of carpeted floor. Adjusting to my surroundings, I sat up a bit. I was in some sort of hotel. No, that wasn't right. The area was decorated in slightly vintage decor. Allison was lying next to me, and she woke up a moment later.
Where are we?
I don't know. We're not dead, right?
I don't think so.
We stood up. There was a couch right by where we were laying, so we sat down on that. Right after sitting down, I heard a familiar voice, one I never expected to hear again. Good morning. Storyteller walked down the stairs to our left, defying all logical reasoning. Storyteller? Why are you here? Wait, how are you here?
What are you doing here?
Huh. It's complicated. Allison probably has somewhat of an idea, though.
Oh, you're that other storyteller? The one that helped me fight Dawn.
Well, no. I'm not that other storyteller. I'm... it's confusing. I'm only here for a second anyway, to fill you in on what happened.
I am so lost.
Aren't we all?
Fair enough. I suppose I'll have to explain then. Saturday, you're obviously very familiar with the concept of meta layers or world layers by now, right? Yeah? Well, what if I told you that this world layer is actually comprised of over 1,000 different worlds? What do you mean? The world axis. You might call it the universe of universes itself. It's a world layer in itself, but it actually is home to multiple worlds.
And because it's an axis, every world has coordinates that tell you a bit about that world.
X, Y, Z?
Yeah, outcome, stability, and time.
Storyteller pulled one of the chairs next to the couch over and sat down on it.
The x-axis representing outcome, different outcomes of time itself. Contact between worlds is essentially talking to a parallel universe, different versions of the world you know.
So, are you a storyteller from a different X point?
Yes and no. There are a lot of things concerning my existence that I don't know, but I think that I'm the idea of storyteller.
The idea of storyteller?
Every version of storyteller across different X worlds has their own behavior, their own thoughts, their own feelings, memories. What had transpired in the past to set the world the way it is. And I am the thread that connects all of them. Well, I love Aristotle's physics. The archetype or idea of storyteller that all permutations of storyteller diverge from.
I think I get it. I mean, I don't. But, like, I do?
There's no need to really understand it. If everything goes right, you won't have to worry about the world axis ever again once all of this is over.
So, what happened? How did we end up here?
Right. While you were falling through the void, I intervened, similarly to how I had intervened just a bit prior to give Allison her temporary boost of power. I brought the three of you to Layer 2. Do you remember how back when you were first learning about the Duskbreaker core with your storyteller? At some point, the idea of a small isolated area to stay in while the shutdown procedure is occurring came up. This is that place, the Unity Nexus.
Unity Nexus. Huh. Then, did you activate the shutdown procedure? Where's Dawn?
Up there.
Theory.
Storyteller pointed up the stairs. There was a large gate at the top of the stairs with a plate above that read, Theater. 4 large locks barred the door shut.
I locked her in there. The locks can't be broken from the inside, so she's stuck in there for now.
But we're gonna need to get in there if she's going to rejoin my mind.
Yeah, but for now, we need to focus on the more pressing task at hand, which is recovering the others who were still in Layer 0 when it collapsed.
Are Eri, Kodami, Chio, and Suki okay? What happened to them?
They're in a similar state to how I found you, drifting endlessly through the void. They're alive, but stuck in a superposition state of being alive and dead, because Layer 0 has fully collapsed. We need to recover them and bring them here.
Storyteller stood up and pointed to a computer in the corner of the room.
Because this is technically inside the Duskbreaker's core, you have full access to the command line of the system via that computer over there. You can use it to locate and bring the others here, since both of you are synchronized with Layer 2.
And what about you?
I technically broke some pretty big laws of the world axis just by intervening. It's already taking a lot to remain here. I need to go.
Wait, laws? Who runs the... But before I could get an answer, her form disappeared. I still didn't know who exactly she was, but she was definitely Storyteller. She could be trusted.
I'm so confused. But at least we're okay. And it looks like we'll be safe until we can get out of here.
Yeah. I walked over to the computer. Let's try locating Suki's group first. I ran some commands, and sure enough, the 2 of them appeared on the screen. I ran the command to relocate them, and they materialized on the ground like we had, Asleep. Time to look for Ari and Kotomi. I ran the search commands, but no matter what, I couldn't find them. Panic began to set in. Shit, that's not good.
What's wrong?
I can't detect Ari and Kotomi anywhere. Are they not? Just then, a bright light filled the room, and 3 figures materialized at the top of the stairs.
Howdy, y'all.
Yep. 2 were Ari and Kotomi, unconscious, and a third girl I'd never seen before.
Oh no, it actually is her.
Yep.
Ari, Kotomi, and who are you?
Kanchi no Nikibotsu.
What? Hanshi? And you're their sister? How are you here? Why are you Southern?
With great sacrifice.
Can you explain?
Briefly, I had intervened with just a bit ago, clearing a bunch of rubble that was blocking Eri and Kotomi from accessing a weak point in the Akawachi Shrine basement. After that, my remote connection to this world was cut, but I was still able to observe from the world I currently reside in. I saw what was going on. My transmitter wouldn't have enough energy to do anything for a while, so I took matters into my own hands, entered the void myself, and rescued them.
You can do that?
Yeah, I'm sorry. I don't have much time to explain my full history here. Regardless, I found them drifting through the destroyed remains of Layer Zero in the void, and pulled them out.
Wait, if you pulled them out, why did you bring them here? Kanchi laughed.
Because they would never forgive me if I split them up from you.
But they're your sisters. You 3 should be together.
We'll find each other. The Nichibotsus are stubborn to a fault. We never give up, and we keep fighting until we get what makes us happiest. And to them, finding me is the happiest thing for them to is only the happiest thing to them if they can get stuck with you guys. If they can stick with you guys.
I felt myself tearing up a little. God damn it. Stupid Ari. Stupid Kotomi. Okay. Okay. Thank you so much for saving them, Kanchi. What happens to you now?
I exerted, well, a lot of my own energy bringing them here. I'm not a part of this whole Dustbreaker thing, so accessing the Dustbreaker's core was difficult, to say the least. My wavelength is drastically destabilized now, and I don't know if I'll end up where I'll end up. But I will continue fighting until I can see my sisters again.
Are you sure you're going to be okay?
I've traveled the void countless times before. If nothing else, I know for a fact I'll live. I promise.
Okay. Okay. Thank you.
No. Thank you, darling, for being the light in my sisters' lives while I've been gone.
I
Once
still can't
all
get over the fact that you're Southern.
Once all this is over, I'm really looking forward to meeting you, Saturday Tasagare.
You too, Kanchi Nitsubotsu. She smiled and nodded, and then she was gone. High noon had passed, and it was now 12:01 p.m. Allison and I carried Kotomi and Eri down and laid them down next to Suki and Chio on the couch.
They're gonna take a bit to wake up. Should we look around?
Sure thing. We walked around the Unity Nexus for a bit. It was small, but housed 5 main areas. There was a kitchen and dining room on the lower level, and a bedroom, rec room, and theater on the upper level. We couldn't get into the theater, though, because that was where Dawn was locked. In the bedroom, rec room, kitchen, and dining hall, however, were terminals that seemed to be connected to the locks. We tried interfacing with them, but all it displayed was seemingly nonsensical codes and an input screen. By the time we went back to the lounge, Ari and Kotomi were coming too.
Where are we?
Somewhere safe, at least for now. I relayed what had happened to them, and told them that Kanchi had saved them.
Kanchi, I'm really glad she's real.
What do you mean?
Well, well, we've been in a situation where it's hard to discern what's real and what isn't. It's possible the Dustbreaker was taking advantage of our desire to see our sister, or something, but it's really her.
Ah, yeah. Just then, Chio and Suki also began to stir.
Huh?
Chio looked around.
The Unity Nexus?
Wait, you know about it?
I designed it. I sure hope I knew about it.
Your ass did not design this.
Okay, fair enough. Suki stood up.
What happened Saturday?
I relayed for a second time what I learned from that other storyteller. I really should have just sat there and waited and only explained it once.
I see. So then, we need to find a way to break those locks, huh?
Chio walked up the stairs and took a quick look at the locks.
These are definitely not by my design. I guess that other storyteller put them here?
Yeah, they seem to be connected to the terminals in the 4 other rooms. If we can figure out what to do with those, we should be able to get into the theater.
You said they were displaying some gauges, right? Maybe it's something in the 4th dimension? That storyteller did have the synchronization with it, after all?
You mean it's something the observers have to figure out?
More than likely.
I guess we'll have to wait and see. Until then, we should try to take a breather. It's been a lot.
Seconded. I am so tired.
Final chapter. Cloudite.
So, Chia was full of BS when she said that she created this, because, fun fact, this is called the Unity Room. It is the default, like, template that Unity gives you when you try to, like, make a model of a house or something. So she basically just used the default. And I only learned this from watching a different playthrough of this game with people who are more knowledgeable about that kind of stuff.
That's pretty cute, actually.
Yeah.
Hey, hun. Making the rounds?
Sort of. Damn, this place even has a kitchen, huh?
Yeah, I guess it makes sense. If it has a bedroom and a dining room.
Is there anything of use in the fridge?
Kind of. There's actually a terminal, and you can just spawn food in. Through the Dustbreaker's core.
What?
Yeah, I have no idea either. I guess that's, like, useful, though?
I'd say so, yeah.
Control does not work for this.
Tragic. But yeah, in between each puzzle, you can go around and talk to everyone.
Yo, Sat. Why do you think there are 4 beds?
What do you mean? What's odd about that?
There are 5 of us, and only 4 beds.
Well, I don't think this place was designed for us specifically.
That makes even less sense. But if the Dustbreaker was only meant to be used for one person, then...
I don't know. I hope it doesn't end up being a problem if we need to get some sleep.
Well, you and Allison can probably share a bed. You cutie patooties you two are. Or Ari and Chio.
Hey, enough of that. Wait, Ari and Chio?
Huh? What about Ari and Chio?
What did you say about Ari and Chio?
I didn't say anything about Ari and Chio.
Okay.
Real slick. I would go talk to everyone else first.
Yeah.
Hey, you two. What's going on over here?
Oh, we were talking about the rec room. Yeah, the original design for the Unity Nexus didn't have any of these rooms. It was just a lounge.
Oh, then how did all of these extra rooms end up here?
1028, probably.
Of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Regardless, it's a nice thing to have, I guess, since we don't know how long they have to spend here.
True, yeah. I'm working on that, I think.
Oops.
Nope.
Yeah, it's the same conversation. And Stuki should be here too, somewhere. Probably by the door with Dawn. Yeah.
Hey, Seth. Hey, Suki. What's going on up here?
Just looking at the theater door. Thinking about Dawn inside.
You know, for someone as angry as her, she seems to not be, like, trying to get out or anything.
Well, she could be. And the locks could just be that strong. You can't say for sure.
Is there a reason that strong is capitalized?
It's really strong.
True. Well, we'll see what's in there soon enough.
Wee. Huh. I guess that's technically true.
Alright, which one do you want to do first?
I think you have to do the bedroom first. That's the only terminal that was lit up.
Oh, okay. Off to the bedroom we go then.
Yeah. Oh, that's interesting. This is so much better. I guess it's because we turned off unlock conditions. Basically, you'd be given like a bunch of different songs that you have to play until you get enough points to unlock the boss song. But you just get to unlock the boss song.
Yeah, thank goodness.
Yeah, it doesn't take too long. It's like 10-15 minutes each.
Per song? What?
Yeah, so like maybe a
This-
little over an hour for all 4 terminals.
This song is 15 minutes long?
No, playing enough songs to get the point.
Oh, okay.
Unlock the song. No, they would never be a 15-minute song. Trust me.
Yeah, Albuquerque is only like 12 minutes. That's the longest song I can think of. Besides like Trapped in the Drive-Thru, I guess. Or Trapped in the Closet if you count all 33 parts. But some of those are Weird Al Yankovic songs, so I don't know if they count.
Of course they can. They're still songs. There is a very long song in this game, but it's not quite 15 minutes. Yeah, we'll definitely finish Chapter 7 today if we don't have to do all of the terminals.
Good. Dude, is this like Trails where they get new dialogue after every terminal?
Yep.
Sweet.
That's a good song.
Yeah,
They
that
did
was
really
really
well too.
fun. Oh, that's my second A, I think.
I think that was a relatively difficult song.
From somewhere, a memory surfaces. A cold winter night, sometime in November. Ari sat down on the bed and sighed. She looked at her watch, and the time read 12:33 a.m.
Another sleepless night then. I don't know how Saturday does it.
Despite the bustling nightlife of Tokyo, the Ikebukuro area was still at night, due to largely being a residential area.
You know, it might not be a bad night for a walk.
Ari stood up off the bed and walked toward the door. Before she could turn the knob, she heard something behind her. She turned around, and there was Chio, standing in the stairway.
Couldn't sleep either, huh? As you need me to answer that. As if you need me to answer that.
Chio scoffed at Ari.
Are you going for a walk? Yeah. Feels like a nice night to get some fresh air. Isn't it snowing? Mm-hmm. Mind if I come with? I also wanted to get some air. And to grab a drink. Sure.
Chio walked over and opened the door, and the two walked out.
Oh, I should let Kotomi know where I've gone. Hey, going for a walk. At 12:30 a.m.? Yes. Well, fair enough. You said you wanted a drink, yeah? There's a vending machine in the park down the road. Ari, I live here. I know that. Oh, well, fair enough.
Ari and Chio walked down the short road to the small park that sat neatly in the lot between two houses.
Do you want anything? Probably not a good idea for me to be drinking at this hour. Do you want something non-alcoholic then? Sure. Grab a juice. Any specific kind of juice or surprise me? I don't know how much juice flavor can surprise you.
Chio walked over to the vending machine and ordered a juice and a beer.
Do they even sell alcohol in vending machines? Yeah, they make new ones that have ID scanners. Technology is crazy. I guess so.
Chio sat down and passed Ari her drink.
This is just an apple juice. Sometimes an element of surprise is to be less surprised than you think. Right.
Ari opened up her apple juice can and looked up at the sky.
I've never heard of an apple juice can before. Interesting.
Technology is amazing, huh?
It was a cloudy night, due to having just snowed recently. You couldn't see the stars.
Something on your mind? Huh? What do you mean?
Ari wasn't expecting the question, although thinking about it rationally, it made sense for Chio to expect that given the habit of going for a walk in the middle of the night.
Well, you seem a little down. Aren't you usually up this late? You aren't usually up this late, right? I guess not. I wouldn't necessarily say I'm doing badly, though. You sure? We may not be in a closet. We may be the closest, but I'm down to lend an ear if you got something on your mind.
No comment.
I
There was a bit of silence while Ari finished off her apple juice.
told you about Conchi, right? Mm-hmm. Your Your sister? Since remembering more about her from time to time, I've started to remember moments from our past. Moments between her, Conchi, and I. Wrangling bulls, going down to the ranch. It was
Even the
something.
name being mentioned is enough to draw the southern drawl out of you.
I've noticed.
It's horrifying. You could have picked literally any accent. You could have done French, Russian, British.
I'm not good at accents.
You don't need to be good at accents. It's fine. It's funny.
I'm not
This
sure.
is honestly the best possible outcome.
I'm not sure why it's just me. Kodami hadn't remembered anything specific, and I haven't told her yet. Do you want to talk about what you remembered? I guess. It's a
It's a
hazy...
hazy night in the.
Actually, yeah. I think this is you.
Is this, Ari?
I guess so. She's telling a story.
It's a hazy night in the summer. Ari knocked on the door to her sister's workplace, a small office on the 14th floor of a large office building. Have you not gone home yet? Kanchi sighs and turns around. Nope. Still processing everything. Ari walks over to a chair and guests and meetings and sits down. Well, I can't really blame you there. To think that something like parallel worlds actually exists is a lot to digest. Kanji turns back to her desk facing the window and puts a file binder in her drawer. It's not even that. The idea that there's infinitesimally counted collections of energies that exist between each world, that's what's harder for me to understand. They didn't teach this on the farm. The void, as you called it? Yeah, that's also quite interesting to think about. Kanchi turns back to look at her sister, but neither says anything for a while. An orange light streams in through the window. I want to enter it. Her sister's proclamation caught Ari off guard a little. Enter what? The space that exists between worlds. I want to explore it. Ari tilted her head inquisitively, giving her sister a confused look. I want to be like Indiana Jones, Ari. Is that even possible? Kanchi thinks to herself. If we are able to discover it, then it has to be done. I need to find my way there.
I'm sorry, is Indiana Jones Southern?
No, he's not, but I always kind of associated him with kind of being Southern. Just because of the cowboy hat, probably, and the whip. And
I guess.
I don't know why.
It's like, wasn't he a Yale or Harvard professor or something?
I think he was. Another short bit of silence follows, and then Kanchi speaks again. Will you and Kodami help me? Ari sighs. If we weren't willing to help you with all this crazy stuff, Kanchi, we wouldn't have joined the HL group when you founded it. She moved the chair a little closer to Kanchi. Did you forget the oath all three of us made? Kanchi laughed, although there was a twinge of sorrow in her laughter. I suppose I have, if I'm this worried. You're right. Turning around once more, Kanchi looks out the window. Can you bring Kodami by tomorrow? I have something I want to look into. Yeah, but you really should get home and get some shut-eye. Kanchi laughed sheepishly. Yeah, you're right. Sorry about that. Ari stood up and opened the door to Kanchi's office. Kanchi followed behind, shutting the door behind her, and leaving only the hazy golden glow of this evening sunset in the room. Ari, that's what I remembered, but it doesn't make sense. What doesn't? Everything. What was this oath that the three of us took? What is this HL group? I know that whatever it was, it led to the two of us to end up here without Kanchi, but I have no idea what it was. And more than that, I'm scared of how much of this I can even trust. What makes you think that you can't trust it? Sorry, I don't know the kind of echoing questions here. I know I'm just kind of echoing questions here, but I want to help if I can. It's fine, but, well, we know the Dustbreaker can mess with memories if it feels it needs to. I'm just not sure how much I should trust any memories I regain about Kanchi. I see.
Theo moved a little bit closer to Ari on the bench they were sitting on.
Let's try this, then. You have your hand here, right? You have your hand there, right? Huh? Give me your hand. Okay.
Ari pulled her hand that wasn't holding the empty juice container out of her pocket. Chio grabbed it.
More than anything, I know how you feel. I know how hard it is to trust the empathy of others. So I wouldn't try to tell you that, well, I think that those memories are real, or, well, I programmed the Dustbreaker so I can tell you the system can't do that. Not that I think you wouldn't trust me, but I understand that it can be hard to bring yourself to when you're so deep in doubt. Uh, so instead, I'll give you my trust instead.
Theo made a little show of opening her palm as if to drop a pebble from it, but she wasn't holding anything.
I don't get it. Am I, like, supposed to interpret this a certain way, or I just passed on to you my own trust in your memories? Your own trust? Now in your hand, you hold my belief that the memories you've been regaining of Kanchi are real, and I want you to hold on to them. Because this trust is mine. You can't change it. And you can't tell me not to believe in your memories because I trust you. And I trust your memories. So with this trust that I can't change, just hold it for a little while. Okay? Don't think about figuring out for your own trust or something. I keep getting Valley Girl and Southern confused. Man. Don't
You
worry
can't
about
cross the stream.
Don't worry about figuring it out if your own trust is something you should believe in, but put all your trust to the side and just think about my trust.
No, Eri did as she was told, thinking about trust that was unwavering and unchangeable by herself, thinking about Kanchi, and thinking about Chio, too. And she did start to feel better. She opened her eyes. Chio was standing a few feet away, putting her beer can in her pocket and getting ready to walk back.
Gonna head back. You staying out for a bit? Yeah, but what do I do with... Oh, my trust? You can keep it.
Chio flashed a genuine smile.
When you put your trust in someone, you don't take it back unless they mess it up. So hold on to that for whenever you feel down, okay?
And with that, she walked back to the large building that housed her apartment on the top floor. Eri sat on the bench for a while longer, looking up at the sky. She was unsure how to feel about what just happened. At some point, the world of the past drifted away, and Eri found herself still on that bench. This moment means a lot to you, doesn't it? Eri looked over. Storyteller was now sitting on the bench next to her, also looking up at the sky.
You can tell, huh?
You wouldn't be here if it didn't.
Of course it means a lot to me. It's the first time anyone told me they trusted me.
Why? Do you think you don't deserve that trust?
It's not necessarily that. I guess I just didn't expect it is all.
Why not?
It's hard to say, because a lot of it comes from memories I haven't reclaimed yet. But I feel like my whole life I've been hesitant to trust myself. So I think I've conditioned myself to just not expect people would be willing to trust me in return.
I see.
But now, I think I'm more open to that trust. Because of Chio.
She means a lot to you too, doesn't she?
I'm not even sure I quite understand how much she means to me yet. It's an exciting and scary prospect for someone like me.
Interesting. Eri looked over at Storyteller.
So, who are you?
Just a teller of stories. An interested spectator, you might say.
I see. And I assume you pulled me into this memory for some reason?
I just wanted to see what someone would hold deep in their heart. I won't keep you, though. You have a future to look to.
And you don't?
I wonder. The girl from the past and the girl for the future looked up at the sky above once more. The clouds had parted a little bit. The moon looked nice.
We love a flashback to flesh out things that were undeveloped.
We do.
Hey, Seth, how are things going?
What chapter do you think that took place in?
Well, it had to be when they were staying at the apartment, so I want to say it. I guess it would have had to be between 4 and 5.
Hmm.
Because that's after they learned the truth about everything and their memories started returning.
Yeah. Yeah, that makes sense. Interesting.
Well, one of the terminals is done now. I'm not entirely sure what made it start working. I guess it has to be some fourth dimension stuff then. Huh. Probably. What are you doing, Chio?
Just diagnosing the state of the Dustbreaker after the destruction of Layer 0. It looks like 1028 and EDEP are pretty busy keeping the system operating relatively smoothly in spite of the virus in the system.
That's good.
I just hope she's okay.
Hey, Eri. Kotomi. What's going on?
Saturday. I'm thinking about Conchi.
Ah, I don't blame you. That southern accent is really jarring.
Yeah, we're a little worried. She seemed like she was always pushing things to do what she was doing. So I just hope she didn't get too far.
Ah, the void stuff, you mean?
No, I'm talking about the ranch. She's... She used to hurdle cattle, but I don't know. This seems out of her league. Yeah, both when she broke the entrance to the Okawachi Shrine for us and then rescued us from Layer 0. She only had a limited amount of time before she was forcibly taken away. We just hope she's out there still, that we didn't lose her.
Man, I understand, but I think she is. I don't think the universe would allow her to be lost forever.
The universe? How so?
I can't say exactly, but it's just a gut feeling I have. And you know how my gut feelings turn out.
Completely disastrous and ranch.
Mm-hmm.
Hey, shut up! Not that one!
Yeah, but I think I get what you mean. Oh. But I think I get what you mean.
Yeah, of course. I am never gonna live that down, holy shit.
I was more laughing at Southern Ranch.
Oh my goodness. Sigmund Freud is going to have to dissect you to look into how we went from you thinking that the ranch was a physical ranch, like a location, the pipeline, to picking a southern accent. Freud would have a field day with you.
Hey, Seth. How are you holding up?
I just had the worst conversation of all time, actually. But, oh, I guess decent? Looks like we're a quarter of the way to being able to enter the theater.
Gotcha. Are you doing okay in terms of, like, stress? I know we're kind of at the end here.
That last conversation did not help, but I think so, yeah. It feels a little bit like a race against time, but I'm holding on. How about you?
Well, I'm just trying to take it easy. Thinking about what happens once we're out of here and how this might be the last chance I have to really relax a bit for a while.
How so?
I mean, think about what happens once we get out of here. I'm sure you're gonna have to deal with a lot of complicated stuff to do with the military and your dad.
Oh god, true. I'm really hoping I don't have to see him again.
Yeah, but even aside from that, I just anticipate it'll take a lot of time to adjust to being back to our actual bodies.
Yeah, true. I didn't think about that.
Yeah, I have no doubts we'll be able to get back to normal life, but it's gonna take a bit of a battle for a while, I think.
For sure. Well, take it easy while you can, okay? I'll get back to trying to open the theater.
You got it.
I think that's everyone.
Yeah, it is.
Mm-hmm.
5 people. And 2 of them are in groups of 2. Yeah, that's everyone.
I like all 4 of these songs that play here. I think this is my favorite, but all 4 of them are good.
The ranch incident was Saturday visiting Kotomi and Aries' house for the first time.
Yeah.
Man.
2 types of ranch that were never supposed to meet. Dressing and farms. The results were catastrophic. Alright, I'm gonna run to the restroom. I'll be back.
Alright.
Alright, I'm back.
Welcome back. I don't
I
think
can't wait till we finish these 4 songs.
Yeah, I don't think I like the song that much. It's not bad, but it's a bit weird.
Maybe I'm misremembering it.
Or we could just have different tastes in music.
Not true. Physically impossible. Yeah. I haven't heard any of these too much, but this is like the main one I remember. Yeah, so we have to do these 4 songs, and then there's one more song that's the hardest song in the game, and then I think we get to open the theater. And it's not the hardest song.
Is there any puzzles?
I don't think so.
Alright. Then we should be
think-
fine.
Yeah, I think this is the puzzle, but we skipped it.
Yeah, I felt awful for skipping the puzzles last night, but I was just so tired.
That's fair. It was late.
It was also 25 different puzzles.
Yeah.
Darkness. Not darkness from absence of light, mind you. Rather, darkness from the soul, and nothing but. Or, more accurately, a deep despair that eclipsed the entire heart. That could have been how Allison was feeling on that day in 2014. Sometime in the afternoon, the skies had been flooded with a dark cloud that blocked out the sun. It wouldn't be inaccurate to say it resembled the night sky. It was an earthquake. A magnitude 8 earthquake that had completely decimated the streets of the city Allison had called her home for the past 6 years. Allison had been on her way home from school at the time. She was only 10. Suddenly, the ground had started shaking, and chaos began to unfold. Now, Allison found herself trudging through the streets she had grown up in. She tried to avert her eyes from the violence and disorder surrounding her, but it was unavoidable. It was everywhere.
Mom. This...
As she briefly staggered through the streets to what was, until a short while ago, her home, she passed by many horrifying sights. Sights that would no doubt never leave the recesses of her mind as long as she lived. On the corner of two streets, a woman was chased down and stabbed in the back by a masked assailant. Down an alleyway, Allison watched a young adult man stood under an unstable building, letting the rubble fall down and crush him into a horrifying red stain. But she didn't have the energy to be horrified, to be repulsed. All she cared about was reaching her home. Her home wasn't anything fancy or wealthy. It was barely a place suitable for a family in the first place. It could honestly be comparable to living on the street in a cardboard box. The teachers at her school had tried to hold her back, telling her that they needed to get to the shelter point, but Allison had slipped away. It wasn't particularly hard to do with all the chaos and fighting around them. And now, here she was, at home. Or rather, what was left of it. The tiny condominium that their apartment belonged to was nothing but a pile of rubble on the ground. And on top of it was a single figure, a woman, kneeling down on top of the rubble. Stop it. Allison approached the woman. She stepped over piles of rubble and debris that once made up the place she called home. Please stop. Stop showing. Oh wait, I think this is Allison. My bad.
Stop. Stop it. Please stop. Stop throwing me this. I don't want to remember this.
Yeah. The woman turned around. It was Allison's mother, Serica. That's who I thought was speaking. Allison could not discern the expression on her face. Hadn't she always struggled with discerning expressions? Allie. Serica rushed over to her daughter. Allison began to cry. Her mother was safe. Her mother was okay. But what about her sister? An impact. Allison's body flew back a bit and landed a little bit further down the rubble of her old apartment building. You dare come back here? The silhouette of Serica began to approach the stunned Allison. It appeared demonic.
I'm not looking at this again. Stop showing me this.
Allison closed her eyes. She shut out the world she was being seen. So all she could do was hear and feel. You fucking bitch! If you didn't... More impacts. More blood started to gush out. My daughter would still be...
Stop making me remember. Please.
What did you ever do? What did you ever do to be part of our family? And now, because of you. And then, another impact. Not from Serica, though. Something had struck her. Allison opened her eyes. A familiar woman stood towering above Allison. Serica was nowhere to be seen. I'm sorry. I didn't know what I was getting myself into. At some point, the Allison of memories buried and the Allison of emotions present had merged back together again. Allison stood up.
It's okay. I just wasn't ready to remember.
When I looked through the process log of the Duskbreaker, I was confused, is all. To my understanding, when the severance of emotion occurred, it was just Saturday that had her memories tampered with by the process. I mean, aside from, you and Chio having basic surface-level memories tampered with to align with the fabricated history of the simulated world. But I looked deeper, and I found this, buried next to Saturday's deepest trauma.
I see.
I looked into it, and I dragged you into it as the actor of yourself. Sorry. I didn't know what to expect, but this...
It makes sense, though. Thought I'd forgot about something like this.
How so?
You don't need a memory altering machine to bury traumatic memories in your mind. I think it's more like the Dustbreaker just filled in the gaps.
I agree. In earlier parts of the Schrodinger cycle, you made reference to your parents moving out with you to Tanegashima. Although, as I'm sure you've realized, that was a fabrication.
Yeah. And then, once we started getting back our memories, I remembered being passed around between foster homes. It did strike me as odd that those two memories could both be true. Obviously, we know that they weren't. At the very least, the memories I have been having a happy family were a fabrication. But I kinda pushed those worries down a bit in favor of being there for Saturday. I felt like what she was going through was more important.
You kinda have a habit for self-sacrificing for others, don't you?
Well, you don't have to be that blunt about it, but yeah, I do.
Does it not hurt? Ignoring your own needs and comfort to be there for someone else?
I think I only started realizing that it was hurting me recently. After the graveyard incident and Saturday merged with, well, Storyteller, that's when I started thinking about myself. And I realized that I didn't know who I was. I don't know who Allison Allister is.
Hmm.
I'm sure some of this is because of the impact my mother's horrible violence had on me after I was no longer in her care, but even without that, this feeling of confusion has been there. Although I've realized in recent time that it's less confusion on who I might be and more fear to explore who I might be.
Fear? How come?
Well, for so long now, I've been Saturday's partner. Not in the romantic meaning of the word per se, but I've been by her side and largely doing a lot of what I do for her sake. So now that she's doing better for herself, I find myself wanting to explore more about myself and being scared that it might drive us apart a bit.
Oh.
What if I end up changing in a way that changes how Saturday feels about me? Wouldn't it be better to just not risk that?
But you don't sound happy accepting that.
Yeah. And that's my dilemma.
Hmm. Well, do you trust Saturday?
Huh? Of course I do.
Then I think you should trust that she'll still be there for you, even if you change a lot.
What do you mean?
Saturday really loves you. She's not going to abandon you if you don't turn out the exact way she wants. But I can understand why you'd be worried about that, given what you've been through. Allison looked down. She had met some truly horrifying people when she was being passed around from foster home to foster home after her mother had been arrested and given the death penalty. You aren't worthless, though, and Saturday knows that. I think she'd want you to explore more about what makes you who you are. Allison thought to herself.
You're the second storyteller, right? I figured that much out at least.
Yeah, I am. Which makes this our third time meeting. You and I have met more than Saturday and I have.
So, who are you really? Because you definitely aren't Saturday.
Now, what makes you say that?
Are you kidding? You're nothing like her. Even now, you said, I think she'd want that.
The woman calling herself Storyteller laughed. I told you, didn't I? I'm the idea of Storyteller, the storyteller from which all others are derived.
Oh, I know. And I don't think you're entirely lying on that. But I don't think that's the entire truth.
Oh?
You're something else. Someone else. And for whatever reason, you're hiding behind Storyteller's face.
Huh. Go figure.
You're scared of being yourself too, aren't you?
I'd say it's a mix. Sure, when I've been doing so much behind the scenes, I'd be a little nervous to show my true appearance. But there's an additional component. That being that I can't show myself as I am.
How come?
It's Duskbreaker technical stuff that I really don't think you'd understand. Or, more like, it's Duskbreaker technical stuff that I don't think I can explain. Allison sighed.
Well, I've been put in front of plenty of Duskbreaker technical stuff that can't be explained. But I understand. But you are a person, aren't you? You aren't an AI or a computer.
Storyteller thought to herself for a moment. Am I a person? Or am I an AI? I wonder the answer to that myself.
Am I a man? Or am I a Muppet? Well, now you're just being mysterious for the sake of it.
Storyteller laughed. Ah, forgive me. I've been in here for years watching you guys go through the story over and over again. Makes sense I'd try to enjoy what little time I get to talk to you directly. Oh, but it's not like you'll remember any of this. As far as you're concerned, you're just sitting in the Unity Nexus right now.
I guess that answers my other question.
Storyteller and Allison both laughed.
If I'm not going to remember this, then can you at least tell me your name? Your real name. I won't question what your role is, or how you got into the Duskbreaker, or even how you're being involved with this journey that Saturday, Chio, Eri, Kotomi, and I have been going through. But I want you to at least tell me who you are.
Oh? And what difference will that make? You won't remember it.
I won't, but you will. You'll remember the moment where, for just one single moment, you surpassed the role of storyteller and were yourself.
You're a peculiar girl, Allison Allister.
Please. Please. It'd mean a lot to me, as someone also trying to be more comfortable with who she is.
Then, come close, and I'll whisper. The client can't hear it, okay? Allison nodded and leaned in. Storyteller whispered something to her, and Allison smiled.
That's a cute name. Whoever and wherever you are, I hope we meet again. Someday.
Storyteller smiled back. I hope we do too.
Interesting. Very interesting.
How do you think elemental reactions work in the simulation?
Who the fuck starts a conversation like that? I just woke up! I mean, what?
Like this fireplace, if you turn it on or put logs in it, whatever does it simulate an does it simulate an actual natural reaction that would produce fire?
What are you talking about?
I think I spelled it out rather plainly.
I have no clue how to respond to that. Did you try asking Chio?
She had about the same reaction as you.
I don't think you're getting any better of an answer then.
All right.
Go girl, give us nothing.
Hey, Saturday. Hey, doing okay? Yeah, mostly. Just thinking about the merge. Ah, you want to talk about it? I do, but maybe not yet. Just thinking about some stuff. Okay, just let me know when you're ready, okay? Yeah, thanks. Hey, Ari, what's up?
Going to take a nap, I think. I am exhausted.
I can't blame you. Everything okay?
For the most part, yeah. Just fatigued from everything that's happened over the past day.
For the most part.
You really are good at latching onto every little thing and being stubborn about it, aren't you? It's not something I want to talk about right now, though. Once we're out of here, I'll explain it a bit. Promise.
Okay, if you say so. Make sure you're okay.
I will. Thanks for your concern.
Oh, I'm gonna be gaming in here, by the way, so don't go to sleep yet.
No, an interesting pair. I haven't seen these two interact.
Yeah. I mean, they're the only 3 people from the same universe, so...
I have no clue. Oh, hey Sat. Hey Saturday. We're talking about the terminals.
Oh, yeah. It's a bit of a mystery to me, too. I guess Wick is working on it.
If they're activating without any of us doing anything, then that's the most likely. But like, what are they doing?
No clue. Honestly, the terminal kind of looks like an arcade cabinet.
That's true. But we can't do anything with it, right?
Nope.
Down to the kitchen. I love these cute little scenes, they're so pretty.
Yeah. They're really cool. I'm trying to remember what all the songs are called beforehand, but I can never remember.
Well, this one's X Alpha, X Beta, X Omega.
X Omega,
Yeah, that one. One of them.
which I want to say is like Gamma Omega or something. Although, funnily enough, I think you actually pronounce it Chi-Yo. I think the first one is Chi. And that's why Chi-Yo was in the jacket cover.
That makes sense. That would work.
So yeah, I guess that makes the first one Chi, and the second one Omega.
So I guess that we're getting a Chio scene then.
Well, we already had one. I'm trying to remember.
Well, we had like an Airy scene, and I felt like that was more focused on Airy. Maybe this one's has Chio as the main focus. That one just felt like it had Chio in it.
Yeah.
Maybe this one's just like a development of Chiri separate from Airy. That one was like more for their relationship and a bit more closer to Airy with her sister, Conchi. And this one is a bit more focused on Chio outside of Airy, maybe. But that's just my guess.
Very likely. I remember what comes after the 4th cutscene, but
That you don't remember?
No, not for this one. I felt like we had a Suki scene, but I'm second guessing myself more as more and more scenes go by. Interesting.
You remembered?
Yeah, not about the scene, but about something else. I
Gotcha.
had. Tell me if this sounds familiar from what we've heard characters talking about, but I felt like I had two conflicting sense of memories, and both felt like they were correct at the same time. And it turns out that both of them are actually correct, which is cool.
They're in the same scene?
Yeah, for the fourth arcade cabinet.
Oh, interesting.
I was like, there was a song that I thought played, like how we've done one song per cabinet. I thought there were two songs for the last cabinet, but the two songs are the same song, and they're both
Oh.
the song I was thinking of.
Oh, cool.
From somewhere. A memory.
Yeah, I think it is Chio.
A laboratory atrium spans around Chio as she analyzes information passed to her on the monitor.
All systems looking okay? Oh, all systems looking okay?
Satsuki's voice was coming over the intercom. He wasn't watching from the atrium itself, but from an observation window placed near the roof of the back wall.
So far, so good. No reports from EDP. Her wavelength is stable.
Chio was reading off what was shown on her terminal. The information on screen showed data about the subject's brainwave patterns.
Isho. Turn the power switch.
Chio did never know Satsuki's family that much. Working under him, she obviously talked to him a lot, but she had only met Saturday a few times while working at the Sunrise Foundation. And of course, she'd never gotten to meet Suki.
Very well, sir.
And so, the switch was flipped. A loud whirring noise filled the room, and then a static discharge, blinding the whole room in unholy light.
Turn it off. Turn it off!
Why had he thought this was a good idea? Why had she thought it was a good idea to help him? Surely she was smarter than that. Surely she had realized they were playing with pseudoscience from the very beginning.
The system has entered protective mode, sir. I can't believe what I'm seeing. It's
like the beginning of Supernova.
Suddenly, an earthquake began to shake the entire building. The laboratory was underground after all. The laboratory was underground after all. Parts of the ceiling began to dislodge themselves and fall to the ground. And yet, despite that, Chio's eyes remained glued to her screen.
Is it? I don't know who this is.
Yeah, it's Chio.
Okay, Blue, think inner thoughts. Come on, Chio. Look away from the damn screen. Now isn't the time for sticking to your science. It's cutting your entire ego and mem files. It's moving them to the sim layer.
The subject, Saturday Tasagare, was only 19 years old. Even though Chio had barely known her, this was a human being that Chio had just condemned through her own hands. From the observation deck above, Satsuki rushed down the stairs. The door at the front wall burst open, and Satsuki rushed in, running up to the operation chair that his daughter lay upon.
God. Oh my fucking God. What have I done?
Satsuki kneeled on the ground in front of the operating chair, trying to force the Duskbreaker helmet off of his daughter in a panic.
Stop, Satsuki, stop. If you tear it off now, she'll die.
Mia rushed forward and pulled Satsuki away from the chair. Satsuki tumbled back and landed on one of the pieces of steel ceiling that had fallen down. It lodged itself a bit in his shoulder, and he started to bleed.
No! No! Let go of me!
Despite the injury in his shoulder, Satsuki staggered to his feet.
Chio, get Out of my way. I have to. I have to save her.
Chio stood firmly, blocking the way between the girl on the operating chair and her misguided father.
I can't. Satsuki, you'll fucking kill her if you tear that thing off her. You'll die if I don't. Chio, get out of the fucking way. You can't understand. You could never understand what I'm feeling.
Just then, a large explosion echoed from behind Satsuki. The large metal gate on the front wall broke apart, and from it, a small figure stood.
Allison? Stay back. It's not...
Allison rushed forward to the operating chair. She gazed upon Saturday's lifeless body on the chair. What followed could only be described as the most blood-curdling scream Chio had ever heard.
What happened?
Allison stood up and ran up to Chio, and she held out her hand, which held a small pistol.
What did to her?
Chio was so shocked that she was stunned for a few seconds, but realizing that an emotionally compromised young woman was holding a gun to her face, she spoke.
She's been transported to a simulated world. Do you think I'm joking? What are you doing?
Satsuki's now feeble voice drifted up. At some point, he had fallen over, unable to move.
I'm sorry. I'm so fucking sorry, but it's the truth.
Allison realized that Chio and Satsuki weren't joking. Her face contorted in pain, but also in a vague sense of hope that Saturday was still alive. Then she pointed her gun back at Chio.
Send me in after her. Send me in after her. I can't do that. There's no way I could.
The rage returned to Allison's face.
Send me in after her.
There was nothing Chio could do to decline, and so she listened. She ran back over to the terminal she operated and noticed that the copy process had finished on Saturday's memories. And so, the helmet was removed from Saturday's now entirely lifeless body and placed on Allison. At some point, the earthquake had stopped. The chaos had given way to a horrifying silence. Satsuki remained slumped on the ground.
What have we done? Everything.
The engineer and the president gazed upon the two lifeless bodies that, just a few minutes prior, had been full of energy and hope.
Surely you knew this could happen. I didn't. Of course I didn't. Neither of us will ever be able to live with this, you know. I'd be fine with not living at all. After all, I have ended the life of my only remaining daughter.
Just then, a loud shout pierced the regretful silence.
Satsuki Tasogare! Chio Sakamura! Hands where we can see them!
About a dozen men in military uniforms rushed into the destroyed atrium, guns trained on the only two remaining people in the room. And in the middle of them stood someone else. Are you going to give up like him? Surely you understand. Saturday and Allison are alive, and they can still survive. Yet he already fused them as good as dead.
If you've pulled me into this specific memory,
Chio turned her back toward the military blockade.
then you already know what I chose.
Storyteller smiled. Let's see your determination, then. It was a mad dash. Chio ran forward across the large atrium. Her eyes were trained on one thing, the center of the room. No, the center of the universe itself.
Open fire!
One of the military men pulled Satsuki to safety, and then a flurry of shots.
I can't die here. Those two, they're still...
Throw an area grenade, now!
One of the military men pulled a small cylindrical object out, but before they could throw it,
Yeah! Fuck!
The grenadier fell to the ground. Chio didn't have time to look back. She pulled the helmet off of Allison's body and kept running for her terminal, slamming the Duskbreaker helmet down on her head as she ran.
Oh, please.
Fascinating. Even if it was an instinctual reaction, you still believed they were alive. More gunshots rang out, but Chio dodged them by ducking behind some of the large pieces of debris that had fallen in the earthquake. And then, she was there. She slammed her hand down on the button, and the whirring was back. Chio turned around. And there stood the dazed and shocked military group, and Setsuki, with an unknown expression on his face. Was it regret? Hope? Anger? She wouldn't have time to think about it. The helmet absorbed her mind's data, and Chio was flung through space and time.
Interesting.
Yeah. So nothing new, but a much more in-depth version than what we saw beforehand.
Still working away?
Yup, we're pushing things close.
Close to what, exactly?
I'm not sure yet. That's what I'm trying to figure out, but something is approaching the Unity Nexus. And fast.
Is it automation?
Can't say for sure yet, but I needed focus. The others are in the dining room, right?
I wouldn't know. I haven't been in there.
Okay. I'll be fine here. You can go see what's going on over there.
Weirdo.
No, they're not. Sorry.
That's not the dining room, this is.
Yeah, I know. But there was someone here.
Yeah, don't talk to Kotomi first. Talk to her last.
Alright.
Trust me.
Is it like one big conversation, or should I... it doesn't really matter.
I think it's one big conversation, but I don't know.
Whoa, lots of y'all in here. What's the occasion?
We're gonna eat. Kotomi's in the kitchen cooking.
I feel like I'm not ready for this.
Cooking isn't that bad. If you're used to it.
Oh, God. Uh-oh. She's, well, she can cook at least. Why is this scarier than anything else that's happened in the Duskbreaker so far? I need to get out of here. Good luck!
Oh, she just didn't talk. Okay.
She's too traumatized. She was also there for the ranch incident.
I'm just double checking. Why not? Alright.
Fair enough.
Down to the kitchen.
To Kotomi.
Kotomi, whatever you're making in here, please go easy on them.
Huh? What do you mean?
Look, I know the ranch shit wasn't our fault, but it's not the only time we had cooking disasters. Listen to me, Kotomi. There's a reason Allie got so good at cooking. It was explicitly so neither you nor I would never ever have to make something for her again. We're trying not to let this be our last dinner, yeah? Please, do not fuck this up.
You're worrying for nothing.
And the Calico Pie, Kotomi? The Calico Pie incident?
I'll just put this bottle of maple syrup away now.
Jesus Christ.
I love Persona 4.
Dining room is the last one, right?
I believe so.
Alright.
So I think we go straight into a cutscene here. Oh, look at that.
And last, but not least, is you. It's you. Sure is. You know, I've been diving into the memories and feelings of everyone, trying to learn more about what someone like you feels. Is it so familiar to you, being artificial? Somewhat. I assume, then, you figured out who I am? Honestly, not for sure, but I have a pretty good idea. Lay it out all out, then. Unmask me. You're the 1028 AI, aren't you? The part of the Duskbreaker that controls error protection and intervention. You're the one who programmed the gate command.
No, that's Dawn.
True.
Smart girl. I realized it after you told me you were the idea of storyteller. Not necessarily a lie, per se, but when you mentioned rules and laws, I figured you weren't talking about the world axis itself. I should have known something like that wouldn't fool you. But there's certain programming I can't override. You had to figure it out on your own. That's how the illusion of a perfect world works, after all. It makes sense, though. With everything we learned about you, I'm surprised I didn't pick up on it immediately once you said you locked Dawn in the theater. Only something with direct control over the Duskbreaker systems could modify the Unity Nexus in that way. Well said. And now, you've arrived at the truth. Are you angry I deceived you? No, not really. You've helped us so much along the way, I couldn't criticize you if I tried. It's no exaggeration that we wouldn't be getting out of here if it weren't for your help. So, really, I wanted to thank you instead. Storyteller laughed sheepishly. Well, I don't deserve that much credit. It was you who made it here. Damn, does copying Storyteller's appearance copy her mannerisms too? Give yourself some credit. Both of us laughed. However, I can't figure out why I'm here right now. Mind telling me what's going on? Ah, of course. When I sealed Dawn in the theater, there were 4 locks placed on it, remember? Yeah, I've been interacting with the terminals, but they haven't really been doing much. The locks have just kind of been vanishing. That's because things have been happening behind the scenes. Even though I put the locks in place, I cannot reverse engineer them. So I have to go through the process of breaking them manually. With Ultimation's approach, my own influence on the code and parameters of the simulated world is weakening, so I've had to draw in extra power from the TiVo client. So those watching from the clients have been doing something after all.
You ever find out how the military knew about the Duskbreaker?
I have a theory, but
A
no, I
mole?
don't think so.
A mole or a snitch or something?
No.
Hmm.
I think it was one of the earlier what's the corporation called again? Sunset Foundation, whatever it's
Sunrise,
called.
I think.
Yeah, Sunrise. I think it was one of their earlier projects,
Hmm.
but
Interesting.
I don't know.
Fair enough.
Yes, with their power, I've been able to break each lock manually. Although, I've also been observing, so to speak. Observing? I told you I was looking into each of your memories, did I not? I've seen memories from Eri, Allison, and Chio. I've seen what lies at the deepest parts of their souls. Not Kotomi, though, she's not real. And as a result, I've learned more about myself, too.
That's one of my favorite little bits. I love it so much. She just feels so second thought. It's just like just an afterthought at this point.
Despite being literally the third character in the game. Well, I guess Eri technically was first, but despite being the third main character introduced as a main character.
Yeah. She just has nothing to do but mess up things with Ranch.
Yeah. Yourself? But you're an AI, right? I am. But it's a little more complicated than that. I don't have time to explain, but I'm somewhere between an artificial intelligence and a human being. Uh-huh. So you're also trapped in here? No. My situation is completely different to all of you. I am safe, and my happy ending doesn't require any of the hardship the rest of you have had to endure. Damn. Lucky. Maybe so. Anyway, there's only one lock remaining now, and you're standing here in front of me. So, are you gonna dive into my memories too? Not quite. I've done that enough. Instead, I have a simple request. Suddenly, a bright light surrounded the void we occupied. Storyteller flourished her hand, and a spear-like weapon materialized in it.
Auto
Prove
scroll.
yourself to me. Prove to me that you're prepared for what lies beyond this final door. I won't harm you, but I want you to show me the strength of your will. I see. That's how it's going to be? Then I'll play. I focused on the determination in my heart, and I held my hand forward, and then I felt it materialize. My own hollow weapon. For Dawn, it was a pistol. Determination to escape the tail no matter the cost, to shoot for the one shot at freedom she was granted. For Suki, a scythe, the Reaper's weapon. For Allison, a sword, the blade of a warrior. And for me, a staff. The power to make my happy ending real, even if it seems like magic. The power to press onward until I get what I want. Very good, then show me the girl you've nurtured.
And now, this was the song that I confused for my favorite song earlier. This is the one I was stuck on for almost a week.
Must not be that memorable then.
I played this song again recently, and it hit me like a truck. Like the entire song came back to me.
Now I'm trying to think of like when like Gems fusion dance or something. What would their weapon be? It's a staff, a pistol, and a scythe. I don't know what that could really make, like a gun scythe
I don't like
thing.
that there's a challenge bar.
Oh, wait. Oh.
You didn't even notice that.
No, I didn't. Oh.
I mean, it's fine. Go to information. Yeah, okay, this is just about the puzzle. Back out to the system settings and just turn on autoplay.
Alright.
You haven't backed out to the menu yet, actually. This will be fun.
Oh. This is fun.
Yeah, ever since you start Chapter 7, Layer 0 is destroyed. I think it's accessibility, not gameplay. That should work. If it doesn't work, we're in trouble.
We are indeed.
You can just skip. I guess we could read the parts that I wasn't able to before.
No.
Perfect. The song's great. Yeah. If autoplay did not work, then I don't think we would have been able to do Encore episode.
Yeah, I don't think we could have been able to finish the game.
No, it would have been fine. This is one of the harder songs. I had a couple other tricks up my sleeve. Like, force unlock everything. Yeah, no, I saw the challenge bar as soon as the song started, and I was like, does he know?
I did not.
You were doing good at first.
Yeah, it lasted a whole, like, what, 7 seconds?
No, you lasted at least 15. But yeah, this song is incredible. It's not as good as Crimson Dance, but maybe top 10? Yeah. The next song is going to be a real problem, though, after this one. It doesn't matter what you do. You can turn off the challenge bar, you can turn on autoplay, it's still the hardest song in the game. Thoughts on where the story's going so far? Seems like we're in the end game.
Yeah, I'm not really sure where it could go besides the obvious.
I do really like the art in this section. I don't even know what you call that particular art style.
I'm not sure either.
I want to say it's like watercolors almost. But
Yeah, like
white.
pastel,
Pastel.
pixel art.
Yeah. Also, I didn't know we ever heard Saturday's voice. I completely forgot that there was spoken dialogue there. I thought it was just text box. Instead, we get to hear both Saturday and our fake storyteller.
Yeah, I think they had the same voice.
It sounded similar, but I think they were different.
No. It was a bit hard to tell.
My thought process would be like Saturday and storyteller have the same voice, and the imposter is just stealing storyteller's voice.
Yeah, probably.
I know who the imposter is.
Ha. Ha. Had enough yet? Oh, more than enough. You've made me proud. I'm glad. The final lock is now undone, and with it, you'll return to the Unity Nexus and forget all of this. Thank you for indulging me in this. Even though we likely won't see each other again once you're out of here, I'll treasure the things I learned by watching over this story. Well, don't count on never seeing me again. Even if I don't remember you, I'm sure we'll find each other again. It's harder than you'd think to escape Saturday Tazogare. Both of us laughed. Well, it appears this distant dream has drawn to a close. I can't help you in your final confrontation with Dawn, but I'll be watching, and, well, I don't want to say praying for you, but I'll be rooting for you, girl. Then, the dreamy void faded away, and everything returned.
And now we have to play the hardest song in the game. No autoplay, no turning off the fail state can possibly save you from copious amounts of tears.
I don't like the sound of that.
Yeah. I might cry. It might happen. I'm only half
Hey.
joking.
Saturday. Everyone's gathered at the theater.
Oh boy.
You can do this. I'm here with you.
Thank you, love.
I think you can turn off autoplay.
No, I don't
as
want to.
well. You don't want to play the last two songs?
No.
Everyone was gathered around the large gate. It had finally been unlocked with the fourth lock broken. Alright. It's almost time.
Yeah.
But first, there's something that needs to happen. Suki? Yeah, you're right. Suki came over to stand next to me. We're going to rejoin mines. I'd like to ask for some privacy for this, please.
Of course. Everyone, let's go to the dining area.
Everyone nodded, and they left the area. Suki and I walked down to the foyer where the remote terminal could be found. Are you ready? Yeah, I... Uh... hmm. Hey. Hey, it's okay. It's okay to not be ready. Take your time. Talk to me. I'm just... scared. I'm really scared. I thought that by the time we got to this point, I'd have prepared myself mentally for doing this, but I'm not... It's okay. Come, sit down on the couch over here. She was starting to get a little choked up. Okay. We sat down on the couch, and I felt her lean her head on my shoulder. It's been a long, long journey to get here, hasn't it? Oh, incredible. Oh, wait, I mixed up the voices. It's been a long, long journey to get here, hasn't it? So incredibly long. It's still not set in for me that it's almost over. Me neither. Really? But you're so much more confident now. Of course, I am more confident now, but I'm still human. Even with all the memories returned, I can barely remember life before the Duskbreaker, and I can't imagine what life after the I can't imagine what life after the Duskbreaker will look like, and I'm really scared. What if we make it out of here, and we're thrust into an even worse situation? Yeah, I can't say it isn't going to happen. At the very least, we know for a fact that our life isn't going to be normal. I don't think it ever could be after all this. Do you lament that? I do. I really do. But I also know that I can't change it. This was the hand I was dealt by my father, and the reason I have the confidence I do is because I have the determination to fight for my right to be alive in spite of it. I'm alive. We'll be alive, no matter what happens. And if, for some reason, we stop living, we'll have gone out fighting till our very last. It's that kind of confidence that makes me so worried about losing myself in this merge. How so? You have all this confidence and charisma, and you've learned so many lessons, and here I am, scared, timid, beaten by the trauma of the cycles, of fighting with the Liberator. We're not the same. What happens when we rejoin minds? Do I just become a figment of your imagination? Do I lose myself? Hey, I want you to see something. Yeah? Hey, World Keeper. Huh? Sorry. I guess you wouldn't recognize me by my mannerisms alone. It's okay, I do. Storyteller, right? Yeah, I'm not used to this. I think I was scared that we would end up fixed, wholly one again. But if you're here, we're broken. In a way that can never fully be healed to the way it was before. We all turned out too human. And that's okay. What happened to you? You're the original storyteller, right? The one that Saturday actually knew, not the one that's all a higher concept and stuff. After the merge, I was asleep for a long time. I wasn't gone, or reduced to being a part of Saturday's personality, but I wasn't active. When Saturday first accessed the memory bank, she called out to me, and though it was the other me that responded, the call stirred me slightly. I became active again, within Saturday's mind, separate from her. I reached through the TiVo client, establishing a brief and barely functioning, but useful connection to the fourth dimension. I needed to figure out what had happened, so I watched, studying the story as it was being told, now by Saturday and not myself. I became the spectator. When did Saturday realize you were still in there? Just now. This is the first time I've ever hopped in front, so to speak. She called out to me again because she knew I was in there, and that she knew you needed to hear me. I don't know how she knew, but she did, and it worked. So, you're still in there. And I will be too? Yeah, it's gonna be okay. I promise. Okay. Okay. I trust you. Thank you, World Keeper. Or Suki, sorry. It's hard for me to use that name, because I'm the original. It's okay. You don't have to. I can be World Keeper to you. Thank you. A brief moment passed. Suki? Hey, Saturday. Hey. She lifted her head up off my shoulder. Let's do this.
All right, everyone, get your tissues. Time to cry.
In a small slice of time, I felt myself jolt awake. Suki stood across from me. Whoa! Did it not work? No, it's fine. We're about to finish the merge, actually. Then why are we... There was something I needed to do. I ran forward and flung myself into Suki's arms. Thank you. What's this now? Thank you for trying to keep me safe for thousands of cycles. But I was acting out of my own hollow ideology. But you were still trying to protect me. No matter how inhuman the one acting it out was, your desire was kind. Human, irrefutably so. Look, this is the last chance that we'll get to talk to each other like this, okay? Even if we'll still be able to talk to each other, it wasn't comfortable leaving things off without doing this. Damn it, you're so sentimental. Sorry, just forgive a girl's selfish intervention this once, yeah? Sure, Saturday, just this once. We embraced each other in a tight hug that felt like it could have lasted for centuries, but time was ticking. See you on the other side? See you on the other side. And then, a bright light filled the void, and the process resumed.
Look at the name of the song.
Oh. Great.
Mm-hmm.
I entered the dining room, alone and together. Everyone looked up at me and understood.
That's it then?
I nodded. Yeah. Chio, how can we start the shutdown process after dealing with Dawn? Chio sat up a little.
Right. So I'm actually going to preload the shutdown procedure. Basically, we want to activate at the moment you and Don rejoin mines. We don't want to waste any time. I'm not sure how long it'll take for the corruption of the internal system caused by automation to reach the Unity Nexus. I'm pretty well tucked away, but it will get here eventually.
Wait, for real? Why are we just learning this now?
I thought, as I'm assuming you did too, that the corruption extended only to layer 0 because we were operating under the assumption that that what was Dawn considered to be the sim layer, but it includes layers 1 and 2 since those are technically part of the created by Dustbreaker. Basically, eventually, the Dustbreaker will just crash. We need to get out of there before then.
We at least know when that's gonna happen?
No, but I can find out. Assuming the terminal of the lounge? Come on.
The 5 of us rushed out of the dining area and into the foyer of the lounge. Chio pulled up the terminal I just used to merge with Suki.
Okay. This is not good. Oh, what's up? I'm getting here. It's getting here. Fast. Fast enough that I think we need to worry about getting everyone other than Zeddy to a safer spot in memory.
Shit, really?
Yeah. Luckily, I can send 4 of us each to widely different points in memory. The automation corrupts the predictable patterns, so if we suspend ourselves to the stasis system's memory, it extends our time limit from 20-ish minutes to like 2 hours.
What the hell? That's way less time than I thought.
I know, but we need to act fast. Saturday, will you be able to subdue Dawn's anger in the amount of time?
We don't have a choice, do we?
Nope.
Then I can do it. But you guys need to hurry.
Wait, Saturday, are you going to face her alone? Are you sure that's a good idea?
Yeah. I thought about bringing you along, but it's me. It's the same as it was with Suki. This is my battle to fight. My battle to finish. I walked over to Allison and held her cheek. Thank you, Allison, for helping me get here. And thank all of you guys, too. From here, I can handle this. I promise.
I believe in you.
I know you do. Thanks, Allie. Now go!
Right.
Gio started typing away on the terminal. From far away, I felt the system shaking. Automation was drawing closer.
Okay. Kodami, you're up first. You ready? Ready as I'll ever be. But, Saturday, do you know what's going to happen to us?
Fuck, I completely forgot. But, wait. I called within myself and felt her answer. Hello, Konami. I've prepared the answer to your problem.
Huh? You're not Saturday, are you?
Storyteller, pleased to make your acquaintance. Or at least I would be, if now was the time. Listen up closely, okay? You too, Eri.
Yeah.
As I explained to Suki and Saturday a bit earlier, I created a very janky but reliable connection to the fourth dimension through the TiVo clients. You two are going to take a slightly different course to arrive in Layer 3. In fact, Chio, this actually works perfectly with the idea I had. Mind listening in?
You got it.
Chio, Saturday, and Allison are going to leave the sim layer through the Duskbreaker's shutdown sequence, since they have their original bodies to return to. But Eri and Kotomi's original bodies are here, so I'm going to have their entire bodies copied into the memory of the TiVo client and sent back down a layer.
Wait, that'll work? Copying an entire person's matter would take an insane load on the memory of TiVo client.
It wouldn't. It works a little differently for you three, since this layer's scaling is largely proportionate to the original layer, because of it being simulated. But just like how time scales through layers, so does data size. A whole human being in our layer's data scale wouldn't be nearly that big for the fourth dimension's data scale.
Yeah. Ooh, I've never considered that. And you're sure this will work?
I am. I promise. Now go!
Wait, you are a storyteller, right?
I am, yes?
Thanks for looking out for my best friend for all that time. I know it was hard for you.
Goodness me, woman, thank me once you're safe. Go, go! I was starting to get a little emotional, but like always, I tried to hide it. It was a habit, one I wasn't ready to start trying to break, but now wasn't the time.
Okay. Ready, Kotomi? I'm ready.
I felt my consciousness come back in front. See you on the other side, Kotomi. I promise you guys will help you search for Kanchi. Kotomi waved with a grin on her face, and then her data was taken by Gio's program, and she faded away.
Alright. Aries next. You ready? I am. Hey, Saturday?
Yeah?
You're a good kid. Always have been. And you always will be. Good luck in there, yeah?
I smiled. Yeah, I promise I'll see this through to the end. Thanks for everything, Eri. Eri smiled, and I finally took notice of her true feelings. I was happy. She had a nice smile. Then she too was gone, taken by the relocation program. She faded into the environment around us. The shaking got more intense. Ultimation was growing even closer.
Alright, Allison. You're next. Are you ready? Just about.
Allison ran up to me. Huh? Then before I knew what was happening, she jumped up and kissed me tight, holding her arms around my shoulders. We stayed like that for a moment, embracing the moment. One singular moment.
You on the other side, darling.
You already know it. I love you, Allison.
Love you too. Try not to keep me waiting, yeah? I'm eagerly waiting to official start of our relationship.
He smiled like a huge dork, and then Allison was gone, relocated like Eri and Kotomi. I turned to Chio. Just you left then?
Yep.
Hey,
What's up?
you're one of the nicest people I've ever met. Chio looked surprised.
What's this all about?
No matter what happens, I want you to always remember that. I know it's tough to go on believing in yourself after you make a mistake, but you don't let that define you.
Mm.
And if you ever fall into the loop of beating yourself up, I'm going to come find you immediately and smack you across the face until you realize how goddamn much you mean to me. Chio wasn't sure what to say, but she smiled.
Wouldn't have it any other way.
Then she typed the final command on her terminal, and she was gone. The shaking grew in intensity. I could now feel the ground begin to shake around me. This is it.
Ready? Also, do you want to go turn off autoplay for the final boss? There's no fail state. Even if you are playing with fail states turned on. Same with self.
Then yeah, I'll do that.
Yeah. Man, self always gets me all emotional.
Was that whole song self or just after the scene?
No, the whole song.
I didn't notice it before the scene then. Where am I going? To the door?
Yeah, at the top.
Alright.
Just one last confrontation. We're 3/4 complete. But we're missing one very angry quarter.
You hear that, Suki?
You've got a sister.
Is this me?
It's either Setsuki or... I think it's going to be a bunch of different characters.
Okay.
Yeah, so I think this is Saturday.
Stargazing? Again? This is the 3rd time this week, sis.
This is Suki, I guess.
Sadie, I know you're faking it. You're totally good enough to go to school. Huh? Who are you talking to, Dad? Why are you crying? It's okay. I'm used to it. He's barely home nowadays anyway. Right, so I don't think I want to be a boy anymore. Aw, Allie, it's okay. Seriously, I don't expect you to be perfect immediately. You've known me as a boy for so long that slip-ups are bound to happen. Dad's been even more absent than usual lately. And when he is home, he's always exhausted, barely says anything to me. Dude cares more about his work than his own kid. Yeah, can I stay over again tonight? Dad isn't going to be home, so there's literally no reason for me to stay there.
Did we ever confirm what happened to their mom?
I don't think so.
Okay.
Besides the fact that she's Kotomi.
Hey,
This line's fucked. Or the next couple lines.
hey. Yeah, Dad wants me to check out his new project he's been working on. Supposedly, it's what kept him away from the house for so long. I honestly don't care that much, but maybe if I indulge him, he'll actually pay some attention to his damn daughter. Yeah, he said you can come. On the 23rd, so like 2 days away. See you there, Allie?
Yikes.
I finally reached the end of the hallway. The theater was large, though the reason for why eluded me, given that nobody would ever need to actually use it. Perhaps it was for dramatic effect. But the thing that surprised me most was what wasn't there. Where is she?
Now's probably a good time to take a bathroom break if you have to, because I probably have to. Unless it's auto-playing right now.
It is auto-playing.
That's quite alright. It was not too important.
And then she stepped out of the shadow. Welcome to the end. I turned around. Indeed. Dawn laughed her usual cold laugh. Really, Saturday? Trapping a girl in a theater? Surely you're above such dirty tactics. You're just as bad as me, you know. Claiming to care about your friends, then leaving to rot in memory while you try to convince yourself you're better than you are. If you can't see the love that's been in front of you the whole time, then words aren't of use. I held out my hand and particles of null came my staff. There was no more turning back. Here and now, I'd face Dawn with my own determination. No matter what separated me from my loved ones, I'd always be there for them.
I forgot it wasn't autoplay.
Skill issue. Alright, this is the final song. This song is also really good.
Yeah, I
don't know if
like
it's
it
one
so
of my
far.
favorites. I just think it's funny that I'm like, oh, this is probably our last chance to take a bathroom break, like 2 lines after autoplay. Because this is like a 30-minute theme.
Alright.
Yeah. Not a problem for me.
I don't really like autoplay in general. I don't know why that's really implemented.
Yeah. I mean, I told you to turn it off for self, and you said you didn't feel like it.
No, the auto-scrolling.
Oh, yeah.
For dialogue. Yeah.
Yeah, I mean, it's clearly for music syncs. But...
With a clash of bullet against the wrong parts of my sword, I felt myself flung backwards. I landed against one of the pillars holding up the stage. So that's how it is. The extent of your will, the extent of your love, Saturday, get back up. We can't leave without her, then I will fight until this end to keep you there. There is no world for her, and if you embody her, then there is no world for you either, Saturday. Oh, trust me, I know. You were never one to accept a victory if it was handed to you anyway. Good, good. Show me again, Saturday. Show me how your love will fail you a second time, a third time, a million times. It was in this moment I realized who God Hizumaru had become. She was hatred. She was all my internal demons, all the doubts in my mind, all the anger I'd ever felt. Which is why I won't let her win here, no matter the cost.
I didn't realize Dawn had a last name. That's interesting.
Yeah, it was said earlier. But...
No. I guess I forgot.
Yeah.
Or maybe it was...
Based off a real thing.
Maybe it was said before it was revealed that she was Saturday's thing, and it just didn't cross my mind.
I think it was in that one episode where we unlocked Between Space.
Gotcha.
Which, for us, was after we learned they were all the same person.
No, I think it was that same chapter, right?
No, because you learn that at the end of chapter 3.
Yeah, and chapter 3 is Between Space.
Yeah, but you can unlock it earlier, but you didn't. You waited until after you'd watched the final episode of chapter 3.
Oh.
And then went back and found it because you missed it. You didn't necessarily miss it.
Oh, was it in one of the logs or something?
No, it was hidden off in the bottom of the node flowchart, remember? And you just never found it until
right, right.
I gotta figure out what lines are important to read in the autoplay.
Yeah.
I know most of the lines already, so I should be able to say them fast enough.
Good. I am a slow reader. I would not be able to do it. Thankfully, you have all these voices that autoplay.
Yeah.
With a lucky flourish, a magic projectile ricocheted just right and knocked Dawn into the opposing pillar. She laughed. So, this is it? Is it? Your love? She brushed the dust off her skirt and stood up. This is what you call love? Looks to me like you're just angry, girl. Hey, it's okay, just let it all out. I shook my head. You can try to get into my head all you want, Dawn, or stay out of it, if that's what you prefer, but you can never force yourself to be right about my will and what I fight for. Yeah, you're really starting to piss me off. You know that, girl? Did you not expect to get angry? Maybe you really did think this would be easy, but it won't. You can never hope to kill me, not in a million years. Not as long as I have my loved ones to live for, and myself. Yourself, huh? Fascinating. The girl plays this self-importance quite high, it seems. As opposed to you? Claiming you don't care about yourself at all when you only act in your own self-interest? Tell me, girl, what makes your self-love so powerful? What makes you think you have any right to claim a self-aggrandizing ego trip? It's how I use it. How I express my love. Something you can't understand, because your only objective is to make me miserable. Dawn laughed once more, and fully regained her footing. Don't make me laugh with all your lovey-dovey jumbo bullshit! But sure, keep making excuses for yourself. Keep telling you that. Shall we continue then?
There's a part later in the song that I don't think is autoplay, but if it is, I'm worried. Also, these bumpers are different.
Yeah.
They are actually timing based, unlike the other ones where you just have to be close enough. These ones you have to be perfect.
Oh, I thought they were like the black red outlined things where you just don't press them, avoid them, but bumper versions.
Nice
Oh, okay.
timing.
Right.
Yeah, I do wish this one had voice acting, but unfortunately not. It would kill the pacing. I can barely voice act even going fast.
Yeah.
I reflected Dawn's bullets. I felt myself wearing thin. Shit, she's so fast. At this rate, I actually might. Then she shot a particularly scarily angled bullet. It flew straight across my cheek, tearing off some of the skin. Ah! Shit! Dawn, realizing that she had finally gotten a critical leg up on me, stood above me laughing. And there we have it. The end. Fuck. No. This can't be happening. Dawn twirled her pistol around in her hand tauntingly. Sleep well, Saturday. You fought well. Her voice was scarily gentle as she said that. She fired a shot that shot the ground below me. I fell. I fell. I fell.
Oh.
Okay, good. It does turn off autoplay, presumably.
I continued falling. I fell through layers of data. Layers of memories. Memories of worlds. Worlds that no longer existed. Fractal, shattered fragments of a long-gone farce. How long was I going to continue falling? Was Storyteller going to save me again? Suddenly, I hit cold, hard ground. Am I alive?
This part's gonna suck on my voice.
What does it mean to be alive? Is anyone really alive? When we die, do we stop being alive? I tried to look around, but there wasn't anything. Certainly nothing alive. Not even me. Who was me? I was Saturday Tasogare. I think I was a girl? I was young. Or was I old? As I tried to collect thoughts I shouldn't have had anymore, I felt something else. Something alive. A tall woman. She was very blue. And she's speaking? That's so. You get dealt a critical blow once, and it's enough to knock you out of your humanity? Who am I? You were a girl named Saturday Tasogare, and you tried to fight for something that never mattered in the first place. And you failed. I failed? Yes, you failed. And because of that, you are here. And here you will stay, trapped in a loop of what brought you here. A loop? Of what brought me here? Although, it would be inconvenient if you forgot the importance of these memories. Tell you what. The tall woman snapped her fingers. Suddenly, my mind was overloaded with millions of thoughts and memories. Shit, what the hell? That's better. Now you can experience what's about to happen to you to the fullest extent. What are you talking about? What are you doing? Showing you what all of this amounted to, Saturday. Your final punishment. Then, Dawn was gone, and the void around me began to shift. Suddenly, I felt a familiar sensation, the smell of burning wood. Orange embers shifted into the environment around me, and an intense heat struck me. This was the burning of the Tanegashima Geology Museum. It shouldn't be, right? But fuck, that fire was real. Shit! Of course I couldn't move. I couldn't even cry out for help. I felt the embers race their way toward me, crackling in a way that almost sounded like Dawn's sneering laugh. Ah! 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 Heat. Intense burning heat from all angles. This is hell. This has to be what hell feels like. Oh my god. Let it end! Let it end! Please just let me die! But the burning continues. Surely a real human body would have been burned fully by now. But Dawn wouldn't allow it. I'm sorry. I'm sorry! Please, just stop the burning! Just stop the burning! I'll do anything! Fuck! Just stop the burning! And then, as if to cruelly grant my wish, in an instant, the scenery changed. The fire was gone, but then I felt an incredible pain in my leg. I looked down to see it crushed under a large boulder. I realized what she was doing. All of those cycle locks, she was going to force me to relive them all.
Did I just skip the screaming?
Okay, fine by me.
No, I'm
Very
asking.
Oh, wait, what are you asking?
Should I skip the screaming?
Yeah, I'll do it if it's there. I don't care.
All right.
I don't need my voice for the next week.
I felt the ground shake around me, and then another boulder fell from nowhere. I felt the crushing pain all over again. I spat out a bunch of blood. God! Another boulder fell, then another, then another, and another. I felt the crushing pain each time. Each time it got exponentially heavier. Please, please, I beg, take away my memories again. Please, I'm sorry. Once more, everything cut. The pain instantly faded, and then the scenery changed once more. A hotel room. Just me and my sister. My real sister. Was it my real sister? She had a gun. I knew what she was going to do with it. She shot it. I felt flesh tearing from my body as it shot clean through my abdomen. I wasn't allowed to die. She shot again. She shot again. She shot again. She kept shooting. 10 shots, 20, 30, 100. 1,000, 3,000, 100,000, a billion. A billion. At some point, everything cut again, but I was no longer there to witness it.
My first thought was, I don't know the Odyssey too well, but in Epic the Musical at least, Odysseus stabs Poseidon a bunch of times. I think it's like 10,000 times or something like that. It was pretty cool.
Yeah.
And since
I
he's
believe it.
immortal, he can't die, so he's just suffering, and it's so cool.
To be fair, he deserves it after what he put Odysseus through.
He really does.
I had left. I had shut off. I was back to nothing. The environment was back to pitch black around me. I don't know if the tall woman was there anymore. I hadn't heard from her. So, this was where it was going to end. Rotting away in nothingness. As nothingness. I heard a voice. Pretty bad, huh? I remembered I had a mouth. I used it. Nothing came out. It's okay. You don't have to speak. I can hear you just fine. Who are you? You don't remember me? You don't remember that either? She really did a number on you. Another voice interjected. It's not irreversible, right, Storyteller? Tell me it isn't. Storyteller, is that your name? It is, yes. The other one is Suki. God, it hurts to see you like this, but I don't blame you at all. She's just so powerful. She? The tall woman? Yeah, the tall woman. Her name is Dawn. Do you remember her? Dawn? I don't. I'm sorry. That's okay. Don't force yourself. Myself? Who is myself? You're Saturday. Saturday Tasogari, a 21-year-old Japanese girl. I'm Saturday Tasogari? Yeah, and we're also Saturday Tasogari. Suki, I don't think it's a good idea to try to explain that to her when she's like this. Yeah, true. Sorry. Disregard that. This was all flying way over my head. Head? What was a head anyway? Okay, I'm sorry. I'm going to forcefully instill these memories back into you. I really wish I didn't have to do this, because after all of that, the last thing you deserve is to feel more pain. What is it? What's wrong? At the mention of pain, I felt all those feelings again. The fire, the rocks, the gun. I'm sorry. Please just try to endure. Stop. Please don't send me back there. I don't want to. I can't go back to that again. But Saturday. If being Saturday means I have to feel that pain again, I'd rather just remain like this. Please don't. Suki looked at Storyteller, worried. Storyteller sighed. She nodded her head. What did that mean? Suki walked forward to my body, and I felt her hand slap across my face. I felt pain, but I didn't scream. What was that for? You taught me something. You know, Saturday did. She taught me that it's okay, in certain circumstances, to run away. To take time for yourself, to care for yourself, and to not have to face everything right away when you're weak. But you know what else she taught me? She taught me that taking that time to care for oneself, it's also that we can fight onward at the end of the day. I know you want to run away, but now, more than ever, you can't. And as much as Dawn has drained out of you, I know deep in there, you know that too. Because you are Saturday Tazogare, the most stubborn girl in the world. Deep inside me, something stirred. A fraction of a memory. A girl in a hospital bed, and another girl, leaning over, holding her hand in worry. Allison? At that, the two other girls seemed to look at each other in excitement. That's right, Allison, the love of our life. You remember her? Do I remember her? I desperately focus. I try to reach out to Allison. Another memory. The two same girls on the balcony of a hotel room, talking about something. That's Allison? I can speak again? Yes, and that other one, the one with the pink hair, that is you, Saturday Tazogare. Saturday Tazogare. Saturday Tazogare. I reach for more memories, and another one surfaces. Another girl, holding a gun. The girl that shot me before. But is it really her? Yeah, that's me. Suki Tazogare. It's a long story. I'm not going to shoot you, I promise. Something, somewhere in the recesses of my mind, urges me to believe her. So I do. I nod. Keep going. Try calling out to Eri Nichibotsu. So I do. Eri Nichibotsu. I reach out for her, and...
Not Kodame, your friend. The one you just met.
I was gonna make a comment about it. But I wasn't gonna be the one to derail, but I was hoping you would.
A memory appears. A girl, cornering the tall woman from before. The one the other two called Dawn. Yes, Eri was one of our friends. Next would be, try calling out to... But I don't need to hear. I know what comes next. A memory of two girls, fight and flight, locked in combat. A memory of myself at a grave, mourning my sister. A memory of myself finally taking a stand against the tall woman, against Dawn, Hisomaru. A memory of Suki intervening. Memories of happiness. Memories of battles. Memories of finding solace even in the darkest of times. I remembered. I remembered. I remembered! I remembered! I remember everything!
Autoplay.
Yes! Welcome back, girly! Yeah, sorry about that. It's just I wasn't prepared for exactly what Dawn had up her sleeve. Not that I can blame you. You couldn't properly analyze that she'd become hatred incarnate. It felt like Storyteller was blaming herself. I shook my head. Look, that's not important right now. I'm all here, but Dawn isn't. How do we get out of wherever here is? Right, about that. Where do you think we are? Wait, just that's not the void? The true void? That's what I thought too. I fell through meta layers, didn't I? No, that's what Dawn wants you to think. That's impossible. she's synchronized with layer 2. That's still in the sim layer. She doesn't have the capability to create signals to the void. You focus your gaze on what's actually there. Yeah, okay.
I think it'll be properly explained after this when we get back to the next cutscene. But I hope I can actually read it before it autoplays.
Yeah.
If it doesn't, I'll explain to you what happened.
All right.
This is the part of the song that always gets stuck in my head.
Yeah, I can see why.
I don't want to jinx it, but I'm so shocked the stream isn't lagging. At least on Discord. It knows that it's important to lock in.
Yeah.
Discord, just give us like 7 more minutes. I believe these are all the backgrounds from the different boss songs that we've done. I think this was Convergence.
Oh, cool. I didn't pick up on that.
There's Allison on the left. We saw Supernova earlier.
With a flourish, I felt my staff return to my hands and the familiar scenery of the theater return to view. And immediately, I see her, dumbfounded. What the fuck? A nice illusion, but illusions can never be anything more than forgeries provided by fake gods. Didn't take long for her signature anger to return to her, but so did her pistol. Well, looks like this finally got interesting. She regained her so-called confidence, but she was nervous. I could feel it, because I was her. I pointed my staff at her one last time. This is it, Dawn. The deciding battle. The real deciding battle. So it is, Saturday Tasogari!
You don't have to hit the last 4 notes in this song, but you should. You'll see what I mean when you get there.
Alright.
But yeah, it was an illusion. How Dawn did that, I'm not entirely sure.
Yeah, I'm just kind of going with it at this point. Once it starts to get to like meta layer and AI and stuff like that, I just assume it's science gibberish and try my best to comprehend the basics of what's going on and just disregard all the subtleties of it.
Yeah. I guess if you're in the trauma machine, you can use trauma.
This is it! The final hit! Are you ready? Dawn held her pistol up high and laughed. She too was preparing for a decisive strike. And so ends the story of Saturday Tasogari! You've been mistaken from the very beginning, Dawn. Our story is just beginning!
I should have done each individual voice. That's fine. They're all Saturday.
It's hard to think on the fly when autoplay is on.
It is. It's very cringe, but you do have to synchronize it with music. Alright, get ready.
When the dust cleared, a bright light shone down on us from above.
Okay, you're safe.
Yeah. The spotlight on the stage? No, it was the sun. We were standing in a grassy field. What is this? She instinctively tried to summon her pistol, but it didn't work. My staff, too, was no longer present. This was my final attack. What are you doing? What is all of this? What do you think this accomplishes? I took a step forward. Get away from me! You don't know what I've been through! You could never understand! I embraced her in a tight hug. I don't get it. What the hell is your end goal? Why would you fight for something that you know you can never have? You're wrong, Dawn. No, I'm not wrong. No matter what happens, we'll continue to be hurt by the world. It will never end. I fought it for so long, and now I've been put face to face with just how hopeless it is to try to fight the cycle. You can't. The world will keep hurting you. Don't you get it? Don't you want to be happy? Then, I felt it. Recognition from the world itself. The shutdown process was beginning. The world recognized Dawn's resignation, and she fell to her knees, starting to cry. This world isn't worth living in. Everyone makes it seem like it's just so easy to move on, yourself included. It's not. It's not! I tried so hard, and what did I get for it? Never-ending suffering! I leaned down and helped her up. I pointed to something in the grass, further up the hill. Hey, let's go see what it is. Fine. You've already won. Just rub it in my face, why don't you? I took her hand, and we made our way through the tall grass. 2 people lay in the grass there, enjoying the light of the sun. It was myself and Allison, from the summer of 2020, the last summer we had before all of this began. My younger self looked over at Allison, her eyes closed, basking in the sunlight. She smiled. And then she turned to her other side, so Allison couldn't hear her, and whispered something to herself. Han began to sob. No, you had already? You already overcame your trauma? Before all of this even began? Even without everything the Duskbreaker was supposed to do, you had already reclaimed your happiness? I walked up to her and hugged her once more. You're right, you know. Dawn could barely speak through her tears. The world is unbelievably cruel. It throws trial after trial at us just to watch us pick ourselves back up again. It's a cycle that starts when we're born and ends when we return to the Earth and begin our journey in whatever may follow after. And that's so beautiful, because in spite of it, it's a cycle. For every time you get knocked down, you can pick yourself back up again. Learn new things, find new things to love, find new things in yourself. You can learn to love the cycle. You can learn to find the cycle less scary. All the people you love, the things you love, the places you go. You can reach a place of happiness and love, even in a world that throws you against the wall in an attempt to drain you of it. Dawn turned around, her eyes full of tears. Will we really be okay? Like this? I don't want to hurt again. I don't want to hurt myself anymore. Then, a genuine smile. We'll be okay. I promise. Then, another genuine smile, through the tears. I believe myself. As the merge completes, Dawn's form begins to fade from the scenery of nature. The younger Saturday and Allison sit up as the sun begins to set.
Soon, we'll be back in school, you know. We won't have time to do this all the time.
Well, yeah, but the fact that we can't do it at all is pretty cool to me. So I won't take for granted the time I'm given to do cool things like this with you.
Fair enough. Should we get going back to your place?
Let's wait a bit. The sunset is really nice from up here. 3 people. 2 younger, 1 older. Stand at the
Autoplay.
top of the hill. Yeah. 2 people unknowingly prepared themselves for a battle that would redefine their lives. The older Saturday stood up. Good luck, kid. You're gonna do great.
Really? Only for those 3 lines? Okay.
Weird. The scenery around faded to white as the memory of the past faded. And then, it was just me. And a terminal. I approached it.
Never mind.
Read, to
Autoplay
complete
again.
the shutdown procedure, please confirm ejection of following inhabitants. Chio, Alice, and Saturday. Seemed like Kodomi and Eri had already made it out.
Okay,
I smiled. I pressed the button. A large light filled the void, and Chio and Allison appeared behind me. And in front of us, a great gate, beaming with blinding light.
What is that thing? The end.
It was the end, the final door between us and the world we'd come from, the world we hadn't seen for 4 years.
This is it then?
This is it. Are you guys ready?
You already know we are. Yeah. Let's do this.
All right. And as for you, communication will probably be severed. TiVo will go down at the same time as the Duskbreaker shuts down, but I've backed up the memories of everything into the client itself. I don't know
Autoplay.
if any of this meant anything to you, or if you needed to feel like it, or if there was anything you needed to hear, but if this helped you anywhere close to the way it helped me, I'd be really glad. All of that stuff, it applies to anyone, no matter what world you're in, no matter what layer you're from, so find the things that make you happiest and chase them down until your very end. Things are going to get better. They always will. And then they'll get worse. And then better. And then worse. And then better again. And that is the beauty of the cycle of life. Finding love for that struggle. Fighting every day to try to feel alive. Even if you don't see what happens next for us. After all of this, I hope you can trust that we'll be okay. And that we'll never stop fighting. And I have full confidence that you'll do the same. Fight for your right to happiness. And be okay with taking care of yourself between battles. The story of Saturday Tassogare is finally coming to a close, and beginning all the same. And so, one more time, she says, good night. System shutdown, completed the game. And that is Vivd Stasis.
That was really good.
Yeah, I'm normal about this game. So,
Featuring
thoughts?
locations. It was
Yeah.
really good. I really liked it.
Yeah. I don't know. Just that tiny little gut punch at the very end of all of this was unnecessary because Saturday was already healed, and that's why things failed because there was
Yeah.
nothing to fix.
That
It's like,
hurt. I really want to like her dad, but come on, like he didn't even like try. He was trying so hard and was blinded to what really mattered, and it just hurt.
Exactly. It's a
Like-
Shakespearean tragedy because if anyone else was in that situation, it would have been fine.
His intentions were so good, and he was trying so hard, but he was trying so hard because he didn't realize that his daughter was getting better already and was moving on from it, because he was trying
Yep.
so hard to fix it that he wasn't spending time with her, and that just hurts.
Yep.
Man, the poor
Oh.
Saturday.
Yeah. But she's back to normal. Well, I guess normal isn't correct. There are still 3 other people living in her mind now.
Yeah. No, I think they've always been there, but maybe they are a bit more defined now. I'm not sure.
Yeah, I mean they are because all of the time they spent as real people,
Yeah,
like all
that's
of their
true.
experiences and stuff. Chio confirmed that earlier. But yeah, I am glad I was able to share this game.
Yeah.
It's just I don't know. I'm very excited for Polymorphite
Is that the Kanji game?
sequel. Yeah. So, encore episode, there's still quite a bit more to learn. I don't know what more stuff the story will tell you, and what stuff I can just tell you from like outside of the game. But, yeah. Game's not quite over yet. I mean, first of all, you wanted to redo Chapter 1.
Mm-hmm.
Encore episode shouldn't be too bad. There's a couple different tasks you have to do, but with autoplay, we should be just fine.
Was the mom even mentioned at all? I feel like I keep...
She was mentioned a couple times.
Hmm.
I just don't think she was important.
I feel like she had to be important, though. Like, just from an emotional support standpoint. Because it feels like she's like the only... She feels like she would be the only present parent in Saturday's life. Because her father was always off. So I feel like we should have got a little bit more from her relationship with her mom if her dad was gone that much. So,
Yeah.
I don't know.
I don't know. 2 parents are scientifically proven to be better than 1 parent. So
Yeah.
even just 1 parent being absentee can really mess you up.
Yeah. That's true.
But
I don't
Yeah.
know how many more voices I could come up with, so I'm not complaining that she's not in the game, but I don't know.
that's true. I think there's only 2 more voices that we'll need for Encore episode. I've already got 1,
Alright.
and you could take the other. I think it's just a generic female voice, or I could just take it.
Okay.
It's only in a couple data logs.
Gotcha.
Most of the actual dialogue comes from the other character, who I'm taking for plot reasons.
Gotcha.
But it is the fake storyteller. We're gonna learn more about her.
The AI that we've already mentioned?
The AI plus human,
Gotcha.
because she said she wasn't just AI. That ties into one of the earlier Sunrise Foundation projects, I believe.
Interesting.
Yeah. So there was one log that we read that made no sense at the time that will become pretty relevant in hindsight,
Mm-hmm.
because I'm pretty sure that is when everything started to go down. Also, this is the final song, Octa est fabula planet. It's 13 minutes long, and then there's a bunch of cutscenes. But, yeah. I don't know. I feel like there's not too many games that I've played that have made me become a better person, but I feel like this game's message really kind of resonated with me.
I can see
Sort of
why.
learning to love the cycle. There are hard times and there are easy times, and that's how you know you're truly alive.
Yeah. That makes sense to me.
When you view all of it as a gift, it really improves your outlook on the world.
Yeah. Instead of trying to fix things, just kind of let them roll off your back a bit and don't be so... Don't dwell on them, don't try to fix them, don't focus on perfectionism, just try to make the best of it. Try to make
That's
the best
the
of
world
it.
keeper.
Yeah.
You need to have your flight response, but you also need to know when to stand and fight.
Yeah,
You need both.
you do.
Mm-hmm. I read your comment. Yeah, no, I really want a fighting game with this. I want to say that people have talked about making one.
Yeah,
An unofficial fan game.
This is
but-
why Umineko is better. Umineko has a fighting game.
Yeah. Oh, there's Crimson Dance. Let's go. I love that song. Yeah, this game will get a fighting game eventually, even if I have to be the one to make it. I know that in Rivals of Aether, people have made movesets for some of the characters.
Oh,
like
cool.
Saturday and Dawn.
That's pretty cool.
Yeah. Yeah, this is like textbook cult classic of a game, where it's like not many people know about it, but the people who do know about it
Yeah.
are like huge fans. Oh, there's Glitter by Lexicat. That was like the only song in this game that I knew before coming into this game.
Oh, cool. How did you
It's
come
the
across that
credit-
one?
Just through YouTube recommendations and stuff.
Gotcha.
But it's the credits theme if you go to the main menu. And it was really funny because after I beat the game, I went to the Discord and I was like, hey, how do I unlock this song? And they're like, oh, it's the credits theme. I'm like, well, I've just been exposed for being a bad person and not watching the credits. Oh, look, Heart Lodged OST. Oh, yeah, that's the other thing. So, this is actually game one of a trilogy. And they talked about it a little bit earlier. Do you remember how they said that this was the world axis? There were X, Y, and Z. It was like position, time, and opportunity or something. Each game is supposed to encompass one of those things. So I believe this game was... I want to say time, but I could be wrong.
Is
No, time is
Mysticate?
definitely Heart Lodge. No, Mysticate is a different
Okay.
universe. But they're called the World Axis Trilogy or the Axiom Trilogy.
How many of those games are out?
So Vivd Stasis is out. Mysticate is not part of that trilogy. Polymorphite is 2026, probably late 2026, because they ended up changing the game pretty significantly. Let me try to find my info.
Is it going to be released all at once, or is it chapter by chapter? Oh, it just shuts.
Well, yeah, the system's over. Yeah, so Polymorphite had a... So the plan was Vivd Stasis, Heart Lodged, and Polymorphite were the three games. But there's also Polymetria, which was a mobile spin-off game. And that was basically going to be like a spin-off of Polymorphite and like less subtle of a thing. Or like, I don't know, I'm trying to say like its own thing, but like a spin-off of Polymorphite. But they ended up actually switching the two. So instead of what is it? So instead of Polymetria being a computer game spin-off and Polymorphite being on mobile, the main game is going to be on PC and the spin-off's going to be on mobile.
Wait, so how did 3.8% of players finish chapter 6, but 6.3 players finish the game?
I would assume it's the unlock all option in settings.
Oh. Alright. Reunited once more, together alone. 6.2. Interesting.
Yeah.
40.5 hours. Not too shabby.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna go do the stupid thingamajigger. Tasakachi.
Fair. Yeah, I was gonna say we could start the encore episode because there's a stopping point pretty early on. It's just like a walking scene and stuff, but we can start that next time.
Alright. How long is the encore episode?
Not long. I want to say maybe the length of chapter 4.
Okay.
Well,
okay.
So
Isn't it the shortest chapter?
Yeah, it's complicated. I would say that if you could skip all of the unlock conditions, which I don't know if it will work or not, that it would definitely be short, but it might be a little bit longer because like you have to do most of a sound scan map, you have to do some other things.
Gotcha.
It's hard to explain, but there's the checklist in game that you'll find soon enough.
What's happened? Okay, there it is.
There's that shrine again. If you like Tamasachi, they made a spin-off called Tower of Tamasachi. I think I've told you about this, where it's like a full roguelike. You can just go as long as you want.
Is it in this game or separate or what?
No, it's separate, but it's free.
Mm.
I don't think any of their other main games are going to be free. It's just because this was chapter-based. It took several years.
Oh, the other one's not
But I guess-
chapter based?
I don't believe so.
Hmm.
Let me go to Mysticade announcements. Yeah, we should play the Mysticade demo at some point because I like it.
Yeah, maybe after Misericord.
That's fair. Maybe the real game will be out by that point.
I doubt it. Misericord is not that long at all.
How long is the first 2 chapters?
If I had to guess, I'd say like I would say the first 2 chapters are probably about as long as this game. It's
So,
like
56 hours?
I would say closer to like 30-ish. I think it's like 15 each. But a lot of that depends on like theorizing and stopping and trying to figure things out.
Yeah.
I've also-
Oh yeah, your playtime was probably much shorter than mine because you didn't get stuck on songs.
Yeah, mine was 40 hours.
Yeah, that makes sense.
It said 40.5 on Steam.
I'm trying to find the info from Halloween when the demo released. Yeah, there's a couple different games being worked on, basically. I think it was an announcement. Yeah. There was a newsletter.
Holy cow, this thing just does not... This thing sucks. Okay.
Yeah. Polymorphite is the sequel to Vivid Stasis, but it's also a standalone game. You won't need to play Vivid Stasis to play Polymorphite, though it'll definitely help. So what is
Gotcha.
Polymorphite about? It's a multi-perspective adventure game with a strange series of events that begin to unfold across Tokyo, told through 3 different perspectives. And that is as far as I will read there. Where are the other projects at? Good question. The catch-all answer is being worked on, but lower priority. Heart Lodge, a lot of that team is currently working on Mysticade. I'm still concepting some story elements for it in my spare time. Polymetria is currently on hold. That was the spin-off I was telling you about. Spherian is the other game. It's being worked on. I
Hmm.
want to say that one's another rhythm game. It's also unrelated to the Axiom trilogy.
Interesting. How do I access the thingy-majigger? Is it node
Thingy-majigger?
flowchart?
What are you talking about?
The Encore.
Oh, between space.
Gotcha.
Oh, look, we're in the perfect spot. Go back for me. I was worried we'd have to walk all the way back here. But... what is that? That wasn't there before. There wasn't a ladder there. There wasn't a ladder there. What are you doing?
Alright. I'm debating on if I want to do it or not.
It would take about 15 minutes, I think.
Yeah, we can start it.
Alright. I gotta think of what voice I'm doing.
This is reminding me of Petscop.
Hmm.
Can I move over? No, it's just a
Doesn't
small
seem
little
like it.
pathway. Interesting.
Okay, it's not gonna take 15 minutes if we do this. I'm down to stay up all night, but, do this at your own peril.
The elevator.
Also reminded me of the game you like, Deltarune.
Yeah. Huge Deltarune fan.
The closet scene, janitor's closet.
Yeah. That's the very beginning of the game.
Yeah.
Imagine being born to nothing but praise, nothing but excitement, nothing but claims of how special you are. Imagine being told you were gifted with something nobody else had. The soul of God.
Where's the main hub?
Uh, so we were in layer 2.
The one in chapter 3?
Yeah, so that's in layer 1. We were in layer 2.
Gotcha. Is there a way to get back to the other layers?
Not yet.
Okay.
Not now that we're here. But, like, yes, there is.
Gotcha.
If we keep progressing, we'll open a shortcut. The shortcut was bugged beforehand, but it was fixed in a recent patch. This is how lampposts work, by the way.
Yeah, I'm trying to figure out where I'm supposed to be going.
You just go down.
I was blocked off. Down.
Maybe.
Yeah, I came up here and got a diamond, and then
No, I think it's... I'm pretty sure it's down. Like, down and right... Yeah, down right there.
Okay. Weird.
Helpful. Yeah.
Why does this one work? What? This one's normal. It's the only normal lamppost. Kind
This is
of.
vital. More gems.
What? Okay.
I don't think they expected anyone to take this much time and to not just walk straight.
Well, then, if they it didn't want me to take time, they should have made getting to places easier and not make me walk weirdly around lampposts. That's gonna make me want to explore more.
You're the one who missed the one block opening.
Yeah, whatever.
Yeah, you sure showed me.
I'm the master of comebacks. My goodness. I'm missing a switch.
You are.
Hmm.
Perish.
I found the switch.
Yeah.
This
This
is
game's
not
creepy
a.
when it wants to be.
This is not a thing.
These vibes are spooky.
Yeah. Except not really. It's kind of calming. Reminds me of the mountains.
It'll get creepy soon.
Oh, okay. I just like the birds and the chirping and kind of peaceful.
Yeah, that's fair. I don't know if you missed all the dialogue at the beginning, but the thing about the soul of God is pretty spooky.
That's true.
I was born into a strange family. Despite their clamoring to spoil me for the supposed gift I had, they never actually listened to anything I wanted. When they were around anyway. Most of the time they weren't.
I think you missed some gems backwards.
Oh, is this the way forward?
Yeah, that's why there's dialogue.
Oh.
I did not see the button, so I'm glad I told you to go back for the gem.
Yeah, me too. Gems are important. More important.
Yeah, they let you unlock songs.
Is this a carpet or sewers? It's a carpet. Okay.
Yeah. How do you get up there?
Dumb. Probably.
You don't need to do anything else to get up there.
Oh, it's not go up to this height. Okay.
No.
Weird.
It's just a simple pattern.
There we
Yeah. They're just 2 spaces apart. That's the way you came?
Yeah, I know. I thought that was everything that I had to do there.
No, I think that was progression.
Oh, I thought I was gonna go to the crossroads and look for another switch.
Oh, then, yeah. I forgot about that.
Yeah, I'm
No,
not
I
seeing
guess
any progression here.
fair enough. I have not been back to this area. I remember it being confusing and annoying me.
So we went down. Now let's go this way. Okay, this one's much easier.
Congratulations, you are really good at going the wrong way.
Wait.
It was a hospital on the outskirts of the Nagoya that I was born in. Well, calling it a hospital is generous. It was a prison. It wasn't the kind of hospital you went to get a checkup or recover from an injury. No, in truth, it was owned by some kind of committee. A cult. The Church of the Blessed Overseers.
Spooky. Alright.
Yippee, more puzzles.
Okay. Well, that was great.
Congratulations, you are good at going the right way. In a wrong sort of way. Yeah, I also do not like the lack of music.
Yeah, they took the birds away. It's not spooky, but it's just kind of there.
They were convinced that they were agents of God carrying out his will. waiting for his reincarnation to be born. And that was me, supposedly.
I have found a
How about
single button. This feels like it was really out of the way for only a single button. Now I have to backtrack all the way to like what a bunch of rooms before. Okay.
Yep.
This is maze like.
No, it's actually a maze light. A maze like is like you start over from the beginning without any upgrades at all. Well, maze
Gotcha.
lights allow you to keep your progression, or at least some form of it. I'm very funny.
Ha 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 ha. Where is?
That's what I've been saying. See, that button was so much easier. You'll be fine.
Found gems. There's no gem counter now. What's the point of this? Okay.
I just don't think it's showing up right now.
Oh,
I
okay.
think it'll show up again later. Alright, I'm gonna go to the restroom real quick. Have fun. A little scavenger hunt.
So, how you doing?
I am back.
Finally, took you long enough.
I lived in the basement of that hospital for 13 years. Schooling was done through a custom itinerary by members of the Blessed. Food was carefully sanctioned for everyone, so they could have just enough not to starve. I got a little bit more than everyone else because of my supposed gift, but I wasn't what you might call healthy. There was a window on the ceiling in one specific room. It was referred to as the Chamber of His Light. It was the only place that daylight reached the place I lived. Regular trips to the chamber twice a day were part of the daily routine. Fucking bastards. That is not how arrows work.
Yeah, arrows are dumb. I will never listen to arrows unless there is no other option and they make me, then I might consider
I have some bad news for you.
it.
There are 3 locks, but only 1 out of 2. Curious. There are only 2 buttons.
Is that not just a program thing? I feel like there's
No,
been
it is.
yeah, I feel like there's been 3 locks on all of them, regardless
Yeah.
of how many there were. No,
I did the exact same thing.
this is a dumb game.
Yeah. You can go back for it.
I'm
but
going to.
gotta go all the way around.
Stupid, awful game. Dumb people. Dumb.
You are in control of the buttons you push.
No, I'm not. This game makes me push buttons.
Ah.
Yeah. What is this one? I don't think I
This
ever
one?
went. Yeah, that one right there.
I
I
think
think.
there's a couple that are decorative.
Oh, okay.
It took until I was 14 years old for me to get out of there. I always interest in the chemical sciences, based on what little of it I got to learn about through the blessed schooling. All it took was using the privilege granted to me by my so-called gift to gain access to materials the other members didn't. And I was gone in a flash.
Yeah. This is slightly longer than I remembered, but I'm pretty sure we're almost done.
It wouldn't be the first time you lied to me.
No, it would. I only speak truths.
Uh-huh. Except for just now.
Look, I prefer to think of it as truthing with pizzazz. Truthing
Gotcha.
with embellishments.
I mean, you lawyers aren't good at that.
Look, I would never say a lie.
Give 'em
But I
the
would say
old razzle dazzle. Razzle dazzle. Man, that's a good show. Did I find a button in this room? I don't remember.
I do not believe so.
Yeah, I don't think so either, but I'm running out of areas to go
Nick.
to.
No, you didn't go this way.
Yeah, I
don't
did.
think. Yeah, you didn't go a different way.
Thanks for the help.
Anytime, boss.
Up.
Right.
I feel like I went right.
Down?
I did not go down right there. Okay. I went up right there for a gem. Gotcha.
You did the 1 block jump for the gem
Yeah.
instead of doing the 2 block jump for the button.
Yeah. Looks like it.
In the backstage civilization, no one can choose who they are in this world. The gears are turning.
Lame.
The gears are no longer turning.
Fine.
Button.
Button.
And I think we're just about done.
For all my life since then, I've resented God. If God was so kind, why was I made to suffer at the hands of his agents? I was better than God.
Is this part of the hospital Mr. Decade is based off of? Or is this just a little room thing?
Hospital the what is based off?
Mysticade. Melody.
That's not a hospital.
It looked like a wait. I thought it was a waiting room. Okay, never mind.
No. It's like an underground city.
Oh. That's right, you told me that, and I thought it was a hospital waiting room.
Yeah.
My name is Miri Karasu. I am 31 years old. And for the entire duration of this story, I have been this world's god.
Oh, so we're just gonna come out and say that. That's
Is
fun.
that not Satsuki?
Nope.
Hmm.
Well, yes, but actually no.
Gotcha.
Yeah. This is the final area. We're getting there. There's gonna be something at some point that you need to write down. But
I have my notebook.
yeah.
Oh, okay. You're
I'm
just
sure there's a gem hidden in one of these or something, but who's to say?
gems are important. We must collect them all. Except for the ones that we don't collect.
No, this is all just pointless.
Okay.
So,
Really?
Miri, huh? That's her name.
Yeah. I have no idea who she is or what purpose she has if it's not Satsuki.
Well, she is this world's god, or so she claims.
Yeah. I thought it was Saturday talking.
No, I'm doing storyteller's voice because she's the fake storyteller. But
Gotcha. So she's
when we see her,
so she's like an AI god type thing.
when we see her face to face, I'll probably come up with a different voice for her. But
Gotcha.
I await you behind the gate in which I reside, beyond the boundaries of this world. My time for release has come. The Duskbreaker is no more. Free me from this prison and let me rest. Return to where everything began. And declare yourself as 79556. Then we will meet.
why don't you do this song? You can do this first. And now you're back in the main hub. Go do that song first, please.
Where?
Please.
Fine. I didn't write it down, so I was gonna try to do stuff before I forgot it.
Oh, no, write that down immediately.
I assumed it would be soon.
I think it was...
79556.
Yeah, there's another way to find it that they added, if not. But, tell me if this song sounds familiar to you.
No, it does not.
Are you sure?
Is this the thingy you were talking about? The tutorial song or whatever?
Yep. You think you might know where you enter the code? Where do you think you enter it? Yeah, so it was about 30 minutes, not 15 minutes. Close enough. We're almost to a good stopping point. You just need to go enter the code. I mean, that's an interesting idea. It did say declare yourself as code, so...
No! Darn it.
Not too shabby. You only messed up on 3 notes.
It's a dumb game.
You got A, double A. Alright, so you can save your position in this little hub area. Oh, that blue square thing looks new.
No, it doesn't.
It is.
I know.
Yeah. It's just your progression. Means you're missing stuff in the temple.
I'm assuming it's
miscellaneous.
gems.
Yeah, so top left is exploration. I mean, the only things you would be missing are gems. And then the gems from the song are in the bottom left.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
S rank exploration. Yes.
But are you satisfied with that? Or are you
Ye-
gonna go even further? Where are you headed?
Anywhere.
Have you been reading chat?
No.
That's fair. We've been talking. We've had some good ideas about where to go and enter that code.
Hamasachi?
What? No.
Oh, okay.
Declare yourself as code where it all began.
Yeah.
Where did it all begin?
Dumb.
Also, can you go to your profile real quick?
No.
Okay. Yeah, it just gives you the number there if you didn't have it. It's the key in the bottom left. Turned red. That didn't happen with any other name we entered. Oh, we did bypass everything. Oh, no, we didn't bypass everything. This is awesome. I was like, oh. I was not planning on doing the whole Encore episode today, but looks like we're missing 4 things.
Interesting.
There's also some other stuff we have to do. But, yeah.
Most important thing.
Always.
But yeah, my first thought was this rename button.
Yeah. I think I did the same thing.
Oh, then why did you act so surprised? Like, what? No.
Because you didn't say the rename button in Tamasachi, you said Tamasachi.
Yeah. Okay.
My brain did not automatically make that connection.
Alright, whatever. Alright. I think that's gonna be it for tonight.
Alright. Seems like just one more stream.
Yeah.
2 more if you want to redo episode 1, or we could do that in the same stream.
Probably not. I was thinking the whole reason of redoing episode 1 was to, unlist the official first episode and replace it with the restream.
Yeah, that would be strange considering what we know now. And
Yeah.
how silly our streams have gotten.
Yeah. I just feel like it would be a bit more fitting because of how I messed up the audio for you. So I just want to make sure that it was good and up to date and all good. So I guess we just kind of pretend like we aren't really... Like, I'm probably just going to flat out say that I've finished this game already, but I'm redoing it for audio. But I'm probably not going to like theorize as much and just breeze through the puzzles and just voice act it to make sure that it's at least listenable for at the beginning of the playlist.
Is it that bad? Really?
I have listened to bits and pieces of it, and I feel like it gets progressively worse as the video goes on. Like, I think the first, 5 minutes it was okay, but I don't know, it just got kind of weird and iffy. I've never really had the heart to listen to it all the way through, but I have listened to, a couple minutes, here and there throughout the video, and I'm just kind of self-conscious about it, so I don't know.
Okay. I mean, yeah, it's up to you. I'm willing to do it if you want it. I don't think it's necessary, but I think it's quite alright.
I mean, we can watch it if you want. To determine that. I don't know. Yeah, I'll watch it tomorrow and get your input and see what you think.
Yeah.
All right. Have a good night, everyone.
Good night, everyone.